Okay, so let me get fam to, y'all know I be trying to mind my business. I do try to, for the most part, mind my business. And I ran across a series called, and son Scotty, you probably know this. And shout out to sis Don Napoleon. Check her out. She's on, I'm not sure if sis is still running her stuff on YouTube, but I know she does Blog Talk Radio. She usually airs every day. I know she starts at noon. So shout out to sis Dawn. I have hella respect for her. And she's trying to get through this series as well. And I was like, hang in there, sis, hang in there. Because she's like, I don't like it, it's boring. And I'm like, sis, hang in there. It's got a lot of jewels. So son Scotty, I don't know if you up on this. Now, you got to have Showtime, fam. Okay? But the first episode, they put on YouTube for free. It ran across my feed. So this is called The Man Who Fell to Earth, baby. Now, this is a remake because David Bowie did it back up in the 70s. And I didn't like that effort. I saw it in the 80s and I was, let's knock the hell out. I didn't like it. So they made it. Showtime did. And so I'm telling y'all, it's the bomb. So I think this is either 4 or 5 episodes in because it comes on Sunday. And child, I be up at midnight. Like, okay, it's time for me to watch this. So this is The Man Who Fell to Earth. And this is, oh boy, most of the actors in here, melanated actors, the main ones, not most of them, all of them are Brits. They're from the UK. Because this is dude, I know y'all done seen dude in a lot of stuff. I think he is such an excellent actor. So you're going to notice a couple of those actors. Our dude from The Wire, not my ex-husband that I divorced, not Idris, but another one. Y'all will see him in there too. He's a Brit. And then the lady that's in there, she played also in The Last Wise Standing, melanated lady in that. She's in this. So this is The Man Who Fell to Earth is a sequel to the 1976 movie of the same name, one that explores what humanity can look like to an outsider from another planet. I don't know who you are, Gulf Coast, so no. In the film, the alien's name is Thomas Jerome Newton, which that was David Bowie. Newton, hiding in human form, seeks help from other humans to bring water to his home planet, Anthea. Now, I want y'all to remember this name. What old boy them planet name is, because the new character is going to be the same. The new sequel, it's going to be the same thing. In the 2022 sequel, this alien, Faraday, and I'm not finna butcher this brother's name, I think is Chiwetel, also has somewhat the same mission and a connection to Thomas Jerome Newton. Oh, see now, okay. So Newton was the old David Bowie. See, I didn't like the David Bowie one, so that's why I didn't pick that up. Played by Bill Nye. He is looking for Justin Falls, Naomi Harris, who is his only chance at saving Anthea. Now, let y'all know. Okay, I'll just read a little bit more of this. Episode 1 of The Man Who Fell to Earth shows a separate timelines where we meet Faraday with him as a tyrant king and tech god, Will Wonka, speaking about evolution to a crowd wrapped in attention. This presentation goes side by side with other timeline where we see him when he first came to Earth. Now, I'm going to stop right there. That's why I'm saying they got the first episode on YouTube for free. Go check it out. Because, baby, when he first came to Earth, they show him how he came through the portal. It almost reminded you of Terminator scene when he came through the portal when he was naked. But the difference here, fam, they showed him where he transformed into our quote, quote, human form. But before he transformed into that, his skin was like green, looking like reptilianish. And I was like, blink, 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 blink again, blink, blink, rewind, rewind. I don't want to lie up upon these people, freeze. And so that was, I'm like, okay, this is going to be good. So it says, after his ship crash lands in the desert in Los Alamos, New Mexico, his skin adopts a human form before he sets off on his yet unknown path. Faraday reaches a garage where he finds a water hose. He is thirsty and ingests the whole pipe. A guy at the garage notices this, mistakes him for a tweaker, which is a drug abuser, and immediately calls the po-po. A police car arrives, and one of the two police officers literally puts the hose out of his mouth and then takes him into custody. The next morning, he is questioned by a female police officer about his background. He empties a bottle of water in one of the go and then reveals that he is from Anthea. So remember this name, pointing to the skies, and that he is on a 9-hour mission. It is here that he learns the word Faraday, surname from the badge of the officer interrogating him. When he asks if he wants someone to get him, he mentions the name Justin's Falls. Okay, so I'm not going to go through this first episode, but the Justice Falls is the melanated lady. So when the two strangers meet in the car, Faraday asks Justin about her research and why she stopped working. But Justin clearly states that she doesn't want to engage with him about it. However, we do get bits and pieces about her experiment, especially the fact there is nothing on Earth capable of storing what? The plasma energy she was experimenting with. After this, Faraday falls asleep. We see visions from his dream of his wife and daughter, while Justice speaks to her father on the phone while driving. She reassures her father that she has money. Yeah, we ain't gonna go to all of this. So what I want to say, when they first met or whatever, and she finally decides to, okay, I'm gonna try to help him, whatever. And they were in a restaurant. And so she was like, what you talking about? You an alien, this, that, and the third. So she wanted some proof. And so he was like, okay, I'll give you some equation he was fencing to give her. So he writes on a napkin. He starts writing out on a napkin these letters. They really weren't letters. And I immediately, soon as they showed it, I said, wait a minute, that's cuneiform. Oh my God, that's cuneiform. Uh-huh. And so they said, the lady, Justin, said, what are you, an ancient Sumerian? I said, oh, baby, this is gonna be on and popping. And so as the episodes keep going on, he was revealing the formula, and they had to bring another character in who's connected to a tech company. And basically he showed this other gentleman the actual formula, and the gentleman, because he had to prove to the gentleman who he was. And so the gentleman said, when he showed him the formula, he said, wait a minute, this is base 60. Nobody on this planet knows how to calculate using base 60. Base 60 is the numbering system of those Sumerians. So just a whole lot of jewels dropped in it, fam. So let me get to the point, because I remember the planet that old boy said he from. So yeah, let me, damn it. Let me go on and share my screen. Hold on. I got to find the technology thing to share my screen. I forget what I call it.
One of them worlds.
Yeah. Yep, it's some worlds. And I can only blow it up on my tablet to show y'all. Hold on a sec, fam. Let me turn this off. Because now I got to find it. So bear with me here. All right, Brother Odell, and whenever you're ready, you can. You could just come on. Child, I done forgot the name of the app. What is it called? Name of the app. Android app to display on tablets. It's on here somewhere, child, and I done forgot the name of it. This is called something. And I forget what y'all call it. Let me go to settings. So hold on. It's called something. What is it called, Rhonda? This is only my second or third time using it. What is it called? What is it called? It is called, it's not that. It is called, I gotta show this to y'all, so bear with me. More connections. That's not it. All right. So anybody else got something to talk about while I'm looking for this? Damn, I forgot the name of it.
Sis and bro Nuwa on the line.
Y'all can unmute yourself.
I'm muted. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. You know,
Can they unmute themselves?
Yep, they can unmute themselves.
you know the.
Well, they said.
Oh, let me
Nuwa
let them
said-
in.
Yeah.
No, they're in. Let me unmute y'all. Okay. Brother Odell, you can unmute yourself. Brother nephew knew while you're unmuted. Okay, hey, yeah, y'all chop it up until I can find this damn app to display this stuff.
Well, I wanted to say that you know the dragons, which is the representation of this virus, and representation of the C_IA, and this FB_I. They are those people too.
The bloodlines, correct?
Yeah. And so that shooting dude represents that bloodline.
Correct. It's meant to create hysteria within our ranks, essentially.
Right.
Divide and conquer. chaos, order through chaos.
And they are from worlds beyond the poles.
Correct.
Yep.
And with that reference, Auntie, you were talking about the individual turning to green. It made me think of Osiris, how he was depicted as a green entity.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
They're
Absolutely.
too. Remember, they're on that picture you're looking for. Isis.
Yeah. That's the whole bloodline right there in front of us.
And he
I
looked
s-
like a bird too, didn't he?
Well, no, that's their helmet. Their what do you call that? That's what they use. They cover themselves with that. I believe they're reptilian form once they take that off, but they put that on to make themselves look presentable to us.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we got some visitors on this planet that is not always us.
Yeah, correct. So it's more of an energy. You have to test people not on a skin color.
Yeah, exactly. What you say? Everybody's is skin folks that ain't kin folks.
Right. And what I've learned is really, I'm seeing that it's religion that's really dominating things in terms of Protestant and Catholic. And what I've been learning is the Catholic sect is really the original sect that they're pushing.
Right.
And it's really through the order of the Pope that they want us to follow. Basically, I look at it we talk about the Roman Empire, but I say the Roman Empire is their manifestation of the culture that they want us to live by, where everything is depicted or decided from the Pope, basically. And the Protestants is basically the Pope's enemy because it's basically giving man free control over himself rather than control being dominated by the papal bulls. And from what I'm seeing, that is the war that we're really seeing. It's the Catholic sect trying to reestablish themselves as the dominant figure. Because we say right now, who's Christianity is under siege, but we don't realize the Christianity we're talking about is the Protestant side. The Catholic side we're not talking about. That's not in jeopardy. That's not going nowhere. That's really what is in dominance, as we learned today, is the Pope that's controlling a lot.
Right. Biden's he's a Catholic. Biden's Catholic. Pelosi's Catholic. All of them folks is Catholic, I think.
Yeah. But they don't.
And Catholicism is just fucking occultism, just passed
Big
down and
time.
given like a Christianity. Constantine took the fucking occult paganism and made it the state religion, and that's what it was. So you get, you fucking get all your little mythologies from the different cultures and just like, let's all canonize it into this one state religion and call it Catholicism, Christianity, whatever bullshit. But really, they give you all this shit and you think you fucking worshiping some Christian God, but it's really just a remake of some occult shit.
Yeah, and they're in that on that map under the name Zeus.
Right.
That's
It
them.
all keeps you from realizing the power that you have within yourself at the end of the day.
That's the goal
Peace,
for you.
fam.
Peace process, reflection.
Peace.
That's exactly what it is. They want you to take you away from your inner strength, and then you actually give that power, that energy signature. You give it to them, as it says in your Bible. Lay down your energy to the Lord. I'll give all your praises to the Lord. So this nigga ain't shit without you, because he needs your energy to be a manifestation of what's going on.
Brother Odell said these are these different places that actually takes your energy that you give to them. So those are those inner world places that are using your energy to when you're reincarnated, depending on how you done already given up.
Well, I'm trying to understand that this whole reincarnation thing is their trap. That is the trap.
Exactly.
That's their trap.
Egregores.
Yeah, it's the recycling of our souls. Like we were supposed to be ascending masters, but they have cut us off at that ascension level where now we're, as you said, we're going to come back again. Fuck, why?
So ISIS is in that place. ISIS is in that place. The Pope Zeus is in that place. All those people, was it 198 he said was there in the inner world? I think that's what
It's all the same bloodline. They're all this. What I'm seeing is it's different
planets.
sects that are coming down in a sense.
Yeah.
Different generations.
Sex, yeah. I agree to that. But
Yeah.
they all in that inner place, some of them under the dome and some are not under the dome. That's what that book was saying.
Right.
Mhm. And so they're all siphoners of our energy if we allow them to take it.
All right,
Right.
fam.
The main energy is like you say, Mother Nature. Like they're siphoning that as a whole, and they're using that manipulation to siphon our energy as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because they're really the invaders to this planet.
Parasite.
Yeah. All right, I found it. I got it, fam. Dang, I had to go through so much. Okay, so remember old boy's planet's name?
Yeah. I feel.
What's this?
Where are you looking?
Did y'all see the planet next to Castor?
Yeah.
I get it.
Instead of Athena, they just changed that T to a A. They changed the AL to AT.
I think that's what you're doing, Focus.
Do y'all see it? Excuse
Yeah.
me.
I'm trying to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is.
Toxic land, next to toxic land.
Right. So I'm like, okay, so did
That symbol looks like the crescent moon.
Yeah.
yeah. But you know, that's what do you call it? An ice wall.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Oh, that 300-foot ice wall. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like thrown back. I'm like, wait a minute, because when they said the planet that old boy came from, I'm like, I know I seen that name. So I came back to the map, and sure enough, there you have it. And so you can see within this little area, they even have toxic land.
So he wants water, right?
Yeah, that's what they saying.
He built some of that ice he got around him.
He got a bunch of that. So only thing I could think of is that their water became toxic. Because what they were saying in the show as it progresses, they're saying that the water was drying up because it was boiling.
Oh yeah, the land is toxic.
Yeah. So I came and ran to this tablet and got to blowing this motherfucker up. I'm like, oh my God, there it is. I'm like, but there's toxic lands down there. I wonder if their particular land got the same toxins in it, and the water is boiling because it's chemically laden.
Yeah, that would be that green stuff that you were saying.
Yeah, because that's all these portals is different chemical equations. And you got to get the chemical equation or the coordinates or whatever. It all goes together. And so it's just different chemical equations on chemical equations to go through these portals to get to these worlds. And so it's always ice walls, you know, sometimes it's a different type of wall, you know, plasma wall, fucking, you know.
Yeah. So that's what only thing I'm thinking, but I'm like, that's the land that old boy came from, and their land got toxic some type of way. Now, that ain't the only part, y'all. So this all spoiler alerts, but still watch it, because y'all gonna pick up even more jewels than I picked up. So they got to the point where they had to go to this conference to convince the lady that's over the tech company, whose father used to work with one of the other out of town folk, not out of town folks, alien people, and he's transitioned on. So they had him go to this conference to convince the daughter to work with them. So he wound up presenting at the conference. They pretty much crashed the conference. And so they was like, because it was somebody else up there at the conference trying to prove out their little formula. And so he was like, nah, his formula wrong. He walked up there, interrupted the little man, corrected his formula. So the panel people was like, who you be? And he was like, I'm just telling you his formula is wrong. Why are you here? What do you want? And he said, I have a device that runs clean energy. And he broke down how long it'll run, this, that, and the other. And they're like, you have a prototype. He like, yeah. So he pulled it out of his pocket and he showed them. Now, here's the thing. And the plasma thingy, it lit up that entire, and this was in the UK, y'all, it lit up that entire UK block. And so they were blown away at the conference. But prior to that, when he was talking to the melanated lady, he showed the pure form of his prototype. And the pure form of his prototype, guess what it was, fam? It was an electromagnetic coil. So he is literally trying to rebuild the Black sun for his realm. And he said, quote, you all are going to have the same exact issue on this planet. And so the melanated lady was like, well, okay, I'm gonna help you build it. But when I help you build it, I'm keeping the prototype so we can rebuild ours. Now, of course, they didn't say Black sun in there, but based on the description of what he said the device is, and how the device operated, and he showed it in its pure form, it was an electromagnetic coil. And the higher it spun, you saw it shape into a cube. And he says this also needs water to run as well. And I just sat there with my mouth open. I'm like, oh my God. This alien is trying to rebuild the Black sun for his particular realm. So yeah, y'all check it out. It's The Man Who Fell to Earth. It's on Showtime. And so this map that I'm showing y'all, shout out to this, and this is Terra Infinita. So y'all see their information. This is from the book. I'll show y'all the book. And they actually just released, because I just ordered it. They're making this entire map into a wall where you can hang it on the wall. So I just ordered that bad boy, huh?
A poster. A wall poster. They're making it into a wall poster.
Oh, no, it's like a what do you call it? A tapestry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a tapestry is normally out of fabric. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I just ordered mine. So as y'all can see, these are the different worlds. And anybody that's going to use this, give these people their credit. This is their stuff. Okay, don't be a lowlife and steal people's intellectual property and you don't want to give them the credit. Give these people the credit that they deserve. All right, and I'm gonna show y'all the book in a minute. Okay, so these are all the different
Contact card.
worlds. Okay, so we showed you the world that old boy come from, which y'all, that tripped me out. I was like, hell no, they put that stuff up in here. Blew me all the way back. Okay, so y'all see that go to Anunnaki, them funky ass, right there. Inky, Binky, Linky in them. And as all the stories goes, they the baddest ones on the block. Okay, because they had the technology. All right, so I was trying to find us, y'all. I found us. And then, damn, we're next to the tall whites, y'all. The Palladians on this map. So once you find the Palladians on here, you'll find us and all of those people talking about Atlantis and Lemuria. There, it's on here as well. It's just not where you all are saying it was. Damn, yeah, I can't find us on here. But if you look at this map, you could find us next to the Palladians. We're on here. Okay, but that ain't why I'm showing y'all that. Okay, but just giving you another preview of this map. And sure enough, I was just blown away that, oh boy, they mentioned the name of this particular, they just changed that AL. So they just changed that AL to AT. I think they changed the AL to AT and then the H to N. And I was just blown away that I'm like, oh my God.
In a lot of them languages, the consonants are interchangeable. I mean, the consonants are interchangeable. So you can take the motherfucking T, turn it to a K, turn the V into an N, all kinds of shit.
Exactly. I was trying to find us on here, y'all. But on here, if you find Pallades, you'll find us. We're like right next to it because Pallades is bigger. But there you see.
And a lot of these be the names in Greek mythology, and a lot of names are like constellations and stars. Like that Castor, Pollux.
Yep, y'all see the land of Jupiter on there. That second Earth, y'all, made me scratch. And let me blow that second Earth up. I know we ain't on here for this, y'all, but
I'm just so curious about the different colors of stuff, like the brown from the black, from the red.
Yeah, because the brown is land, desert land. Let's be clear.
I'm thinking
desert land, huh?
I'm thinking red is lava.
Oh, I didn't think about that. And we know green is green. That's land, and that's fertile land. Okay, but y'all see this is second Earth, land of the clones, and you see America too. That made me straight up scratch. And I don't know if that's Europe outside of there or, yeah, that's Europa. That's Europa too. All right. Damn, yeah, I'm trying to find us now and I can't find it. But if you find Pallades, we're like right next to it. So I'm not going to spend that much more time on it. Okay, so let me show you the book. So y'all will know. And this tripped me out, unknown zone. Because remember, this whole thing represents one universe. So all of this represents one universe, fam.
I think I see it as one big crater.
So this would be outer space.
Exactly.
Like you're just going out and across.
Correct.
To the unknown land.
You're right.
through portals of different types of chemical equations. So like, yeah, whatever. Through different portals, basically.
Right. And that's all of the Sirius. Y'all know Sirius A, B, although I don't see C on here. I think it was on here. I just wasn't looking. I think I missed it before. Child, last time I was looking for what we're calling Earth. Of course, when I got off air, I found it.
Well, 2 and 1.
But just to give you a clue, if you find Pleiades, we're right there. We're like right next to it, and then you'll see Atlantis and Lemuria and all of that. So, child, I can't call it. It's on here somewhere. So y'all see Nibiru, Marduk, Planet X. So it's all there, and that's the custodians. You see Jupiter, all of that jazz. Okay. And you see Anunnaki land. Oh, there we are. There we are. That's why I keep missing it. Child, I was scratching. So y'all see Pleiades. Let me blow that up. So that's the one right next to Pleiades above Anunnaki land. That's us. So the circle within the circle within the circle, that's us. So you see how close Anunnaki land is to us? The motherfucking funk ass. And the land of Mars. So that's us right there. That's why I keep missing. And it's kind of hard to see it on here. I had to like go down and look at it close, but yeah, that's us. So now you should be able to know when you see the Anunnaki, when you see Mars, which makes sense because don't they tell us Mars is the closest planet to us?
Right. And why the Anunnaki came to fuck with us? Because they're right there.
Right. I remember they was telling you that Mars, if you look at all of the ancient mythologies, and they say Mars was a what's the face? A holdover place where they could fuel up their vehicles and all of that.
Staging area.
Staging area, thank you. Okay. So that's that. So we buy all of them motherfucking funk ass. You see the Dracos right above.
And technically, it looks like we are in the center of the
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the center. Yep.
That's why it was this whole thing about like, is the sun going around us? Is the sun the center of the universe, or is the earth the center of the universe? And they was not trying to let motherfuckers believe that. And for one thing, that it wasn't an earth round thing, but that this round was just the center of it all, like the nucleus.
Right. Right. So as you can see, each one of these particular lands or craters, it has its own ecosystem.
Right.
And this would be really the one ring to rule them all. Because really, while all these other entities trying to come here and sit on our throne and like make fucking royalty, like you came all the way here to claim dominion and like
right.
You from
build up your own motherfucking shit. Yeah, because if you see us in the center, only part that they're showing us, you see the white circle around it, that's the ice wall.
Yeah. That's our dome.
That's our shit. Exactly. That's what they have us enclosed in.
That's
right.
the firmament.
So if y'all can't see it because it get blurry when I blow it up. But you have Lemuria on the outskirts, on that outer realm, and all of that. So ain't this a circle within a circle within a circle?
Yeah.
All them
And
circles.
that's like where they have those hidden meanings of the circle within a circle.
Exactly.
Or the the boule, how they have their depiction of the lion holding over that globe, that sphere, as if they're
Exactly.
protecting the truth.
Exactly. So you see, they got us locked the fuck down encased in an ice wall.
Well, no, because look, you also have the land of the Dracos up to the left, and then you got the Anunnakis down to the right.
That's why I said we surrounded by they motherfucking asses.
Yeah. So
remember that at Gigi, sis, you always talk about the Gigi. Work their ass on Mars, this, that, and the third. See how close that shit is?
Yeah, so it's probably the Dracos and them came to Mars, got their shit together, and they whatever entryway they had, it was probably through Mars. That's probably what it is actually. Their entryway.
Yeah, you can see the gateway if you look at it real close.
Yeah, I can see that little land bridge.
You can see the little bridge from Mars over to
our sphere. Outer sphere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what it also says about this?
Mm-hmm.
This person who wrote the movie is also from their places too.
Yeah, they have to get the reference.
Child, I ain't gonna sit up here and laugh though. I did not expect them to call out their planet. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. I said, I know. Soon as I heard the name, I said, I know that name is on that map. So there you have it, fam. So let me give you the book. Come on, thing. Now cooperate. Shit. Trying to give you the book. Show you the book. It's not gonna let me. There it is. So because I'm on my tablet, y'all. So this is the book. You can get it, order it on Amazon. It is in Spanish. It's in Spanish. So that's why I didn't physically order the book, because I'm not fluent in Spanish. I still may go back and physically order it just to have it for my copy. But if you're not fluent in Spanish, then you need to get it and then get it on your tablet or phone or whatever and just translate it to be able to read it. But it's a real easy read. But this is the book where that map came from. And they go into details of the major players on how they fit into the story. They go into who is whom. So it's a real easy read. You can literally get through the book no more than 2 hours if you read it straight through. But you're going to be so fascinated, it's going to take you longer because you're going to be blowing up these maps like, oh my goodness. Okay. So that's that, fam. Let me take this mirror screen majiggy off.
Like Hollywood is so Hollyweird. And they tell us this stuff when they talk on their movies.
Well, remember I told y'all that they always they get them, they're handed those scripts, those sci-fi scripts.
Yeah.
Them people aren't writing those scripts. I've been telling y'all that for years. They're handed those scripts.
The budget to make those movies in itself is ridiculous. So
yeah, they're handed that stuff. If you all go back and look at, even if we want to use Star Trek for an example, the one from the 60s, look at the technology. Every piece of that technology that they had in the 60s, they have introduced it today. Only thing is they ain't introduced is the teleporting. So that tells me that their ass already doing it some type of way.
Yeah.
But all of that, the phone watches, the TV screen phones, all of that shit they were showing you in the 60s. And now all of a sudden it's new technology. Oh, okay then.
And you know they coming out with the new Avatar.
I can't wait for that.
the way of water.
Interesting.
You know,
Mhm.
That's something to share out to you if you have a chance.
they have the trains underground, I heard, that do warp speed, you know.
Maglifts, yeah.
To
Oh,
be
yeah.
honest,
Hyperloops. Yep.
to be honest, I think that's how they're moving between some of them worlds.
That is how they're moving.
Yeah.
The deep underground bases.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah. Okay, I'm
Because like I said, they always showing us these maps, and it's just like from aerial perspective. You don't know how far these domes are going underground, these firmaments, and like what they can, how much transportation is happening subterranean.
Yeah, the catacombs underneath the ground that connect them all.
exactly.
And the different portals that's underground, like when we saw in that Under the Dome, like they jumped down over an underground cliff in a cave and went through a portal to another dimension.
Sure
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, the water, like through a water gate.
Yep. Sure
Right.
did. They showed us. That's why I was like, oh my God, that Under the Dome is the truth. Okay, so I just pinged Brother Odell. Brother Odell, we ready when you ready.
Auntie, can I drop something about the Black Sun real quick that I
Yeah,
found?
absolutely, beloved. Go ahead.
So this is I'll say it's conspiracy because I don't have an actual I can't say reference this and reference that, but I've been seeing this pass through my feed for a minute. Could you let me share my screen, Auntie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me. Matter of fact, I need to turn that on anyway. Okay.
So basically, it's what's your friend's name? The one that shows us the depiction of the world. Deep H2O, I think it is. No.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the other guy.
Show us the depiction.
Vibe
Oh,
of Cosmos.
Vibes of Cosmos.
Oh,
Yeah,
Vibes. Yeah. Shout out to Vibes of Cosmo.
So we're
Come
gonna
on, Vibes. I need you to drop something on that now.
So I'm going to expand on kind of what he was basically referencing, because when you guys were talking about the black sun and how the refraction and the parallax of the black sun makes up the sun and the moon, it's hard to explain to people. But I found something that, let's say, it says it's a 33-degree Mason that's kind of breaking it down. But there's an they didn't let the person speak. They let the robot speak for him. So, but the person draws an image of what he's talking about, and it makes a lot of sense. So I just wanted to show the fam that, and we can basically see that for ourselves. So how do we want to do
Okay. Okay, and as you bringing it up, okay, Vibes of Cosmo, I need you to this don't have no music or nothing in it, nephew, does it?
No music. It's just
Okay.
the
Okay, hold on.
just the
Let me
conversation.
don't play it yet.
full
I gotta
screen?
display it. Yeah, but let me display it for the
No
YouTube
worries.
family. Okay, Vibes. So
Yeah,
based on the map that I've been showing, I know your map shows our particular universe. So Vibes, give us a drop on your thoughts on that. Although your stuff is still right on point. You're literally showing us our area, and you mapped out all of those different other what they're calling stars and stuff. And just this map has expounded on that, showing those other different worlds. So
yeah, because he gave us the reflection off the
Yep.
moon, and
he sure
gave us the
did.
actual map.
He mapped it on out. So yeah, Vibes, I'm waiting on you to put something additional on it. So Vibes was right, and so are those other people.
Right, the
Vibes
concept.
mapped out the entire thing. These people just went, not just because it's a big thing, and gave details of what Vibes had mapped out.
Elaborated on what he
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm running my
and
trap.
this is just to add on what Vibe is saying, because the perspective, as we know, they've lied to us regardless. Our guys, everything they've told us is a lie. Let's
A
just get that
bold
out.
face lie or
Oh,
bald
motherfucker.
face. Let my
So
grandma say
the
bald
perspective, the perspective that we live on a spinning sphere that's hurtling throughout the world and we're revolving around the sun. That concept is a bloody lie.
face. Yes,
I just want us to understand that. So what
exactly.
I'm about to show you here is just piggybacking on Five's Cosmos perspective, and it's basically a person breaking it down on a simplest form. Are we good to go, Auntie?
Yep, we good to go. They can see
The
it.
video, he shows a CD or a disc. He immediately draws the geometric shape of an oblate spheroid.
Oh, it has music. But...
They Greek or is this Russian?
Spheroid with a disc that has a hole in the center. Then, below, he draws a circle with a swastika inside and immediately paints it completely black.
Now I want to stop it there as soon as he shows it. Because this is what people are afraid of. This is your racist fucking symbol.
Nephew,
Right.
who is this? Because are they Russian?
No. I can't. I don't have a context for who this.
Because he just drew a black sun underneath there. But child, I'm with him. Keep going.
Because I've been trying to find the original, but I can't. But like I said, I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna show it for the fam, and y'all can figure it out. Find it if you find it. Drop it if you got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So exactly that. This is the black sun, the symbol that we all see. The swastika is the representation of the black sun.
Facts.
Right, so he just paints it in.
Sure did. Vibes, is that you?
Rays come out and 3 rays pass through the hole in the center. Below he writes, still, one of the possible meanings of this black circle may be the black sun.
Bam.
He puts reliefs on the edge of the hole and writes North Pole.
That definitely looked like Russian language.
It does.
No, the subtitles is in Russian.
Okay. Okay.
The person, like I said, it's coming from it says it's a 3rd degree Mason, so I guess they didn't want to actually say that was happening. So
Better stop playing with me.
So they voiced it over with a robot and they gave it a Russian subtitle.
So nephew, real quick, can you back this up with the part where he showed the black sun symbol? Because I want y'all fam to pay attention to that symbol. Sis Sandra, is that the symbol you saw on old boys? The other one. Go forward a little bit.
I got you. I know what you're talking about.
You good.
Still, one of the possible meanings of this black circle may be the black sun.
Okay, there. Sis Sandra, is that what you saying? You saw, let me unmute y'all. I don't know why y'all can't unmute yourselves.
Check your settings later on.
Yeah, and I have them on there.
Well, they didn't show the circle. I mean, they didn't show the black sun. They just, X22 just said it was there.
Oh, okay, X22 did. Okay, but fam, when you see this, that's the symbol of the black sun. And the Thule Society's logo, I can't remember. Do y'all remember if it's the entire black sun or is it just the one spoke?
Isn't it, are you talking about the SS? Or
well, yeah, I know the SS
the
symbol.
SS are 2 spokes.
Yeah, the SS is 2 spokes. So all of that supremacy stuff, no, that SS is coming from the black sun.
Right, and they're paying homage to it.
They're paying homage to it because it's a secret society from the Thule. And I thought the Thule, I can't remember if the Thule is just the one spoke or if it's the entire black sun. So when you all see this symbol,
it's like 2 of them. It's like just a circle with the cross and like part of, it's kind of hard to explain, but you gotta look at it. It's just the black sun, but it got the cross and like parts of the spokes going in circles. So yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can look at the flag and see that.
Okay. All right. I'm ready, nephew. And then the fam is asking, can you share the video in the chat later so they can go back
Yeah,
and
yeah.
watch it. Okay.
I'll definitely do that.
Okay.
He draws reliefs on the edge of the hole and writes North Pole. And above this hole, inside what would be the celestial vault, he draws a star, the polar star or Polaris.
And one thing he says it's a vault, which means we're locked in celestially.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I found to be the best understanding that he gave out was this Polaris star, because we were thinking that the moon and the sun was just the refraction just basically off of the dome. But what he's going to show you is that it's basically, yes, the reflection off the dome, but it's being manipulated by the polar star. So I almost want to make the accusation that these motherfuckers are in that polar star system, and that's how they're manipulating the realm. So they're using the black sun as the emitter, but then they're using their shit to make up what we're looking at as the moon and the sun. You'll see.
Yeah, it's like satellite technology.
Look at it as holographic technology.
That's
You
interesting.
got it now. All right.
That's interesting. We with you. Keep going.
I lost sound. I did. Did I not?
He marks 2 points and connects them in a circle and writes equator. He draws 2 lines that go down from the polar star to the 2 points. The lines form a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
He highlights 2 of the rays coming out of the black sun and also forms a triangle, but vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
First triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got this.
All right. Oh, dude, that go our cousin.
This is the macabre feels like it's. I can see what he's doing. It's that stuff that I show. Yeah. Keep. This guy's got it, man. I'm feeling this.
Yeah, we keep going, nephew.
It's all
This
the
is
energy
tight.
of the realm. I get it. Yeah, this
One of
guy's
the
sick, man.
7 principles of Hermes Trismegistus. It appears on the emerald tablet and then in the Kabbalion.
Yeah, the tablets of Thoth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He erases the intersections and draws the sun and moon.
So the trapping the souls.
Refraction.
Yeah. So the trapping the souls from the energy of the realm. Yeah, it's sick.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the points of the sun and the moon. Yeah. This guy's sick. Yeah. This guy's sick.
He laid it out.
It makes a gesture of rotation.
That's right. Yeah. So they're manipulating it. Yeah.
Yep.
He draws 2 arrows to show the distance of the moon and the sun. Both are 3,300 miles or 5,310 kilometers away.
3.
Yeah. 33 degrees in Mason. I might have stood with mother and son.
Get out of here.
Yeah. It's good, man.
And in your 53rd harmonic, yeah.
Yeah. 55 harmonica, I refer to. Yeah. Or 55. Yeah. What's in that Saturnalian stuff? Yeah.
He's laying this out.
Wish I knew what he was saying.
Then he measures the diameter of the sun and moon, being the same with a diameter of 32 miles or 51 kilometers.
They're both the same sphere. They're nothing different in a sense.
There's still refracted light that's
Correct.
controlled by magnetism, but
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Draws continents on the surface and on the other side as well.
This is where you get the hollow earth theory. Whereas land underneath or inside of the earth. And we're basically a flat disc. We're not
Not no doggone ball.
So, you know what I mean? We're encased in one, but no, not like that.
He points both sides and writes, saying,
As above, so below.
Below he writes Summerland.
Get the hell out of here.
This is a tribute point.
Okay, let's see. I'm like, let's see.
He draws rays coming out of the black sun and writes Northern Lights.
Yep, we with you. We with you, boo. Yep.
The radiation that interacts.
Yep.
The center of the drawing is equal to the Mason symbol, which is a square and a compass.
There you go.
Yeah, moving sun.
I know double symbol.
Yeah,
He's the realm.
yeah, that's the realm. Yeah.
That's the rent. Ain't that a MF? Back that up, nephew, if you don't mind.
Of man.
That's it right there, right there. Child, I know y'all secret society people. Go on and give us our shout out. I know, boo. I know.
Yeah.
So they're literally showing us the makeup of the realm with that.
Yeah, that's kind of what thing he does with inertial blood when it shows us the pillars and it does all that breakdown of the gates and stuff that I was doing before. Right. But yeah. But the pillars and stuff, and it shows how the constellations and stuff like it kind of breaks. That's good, man. This guy's sick.
Yeah, he's real good. And so Kel said, what about the solar flares? That's real easy, sis, because because the sun and the moon
comes from the fractions again from the black sun. It's
exactly
from black sun.
It's still the energy from the black sun.
It just emits it from there, and it's just like the guy said with the macabre field thing. It just it still reflects it through that, and it just reflects it through that. Like you said, like the energy just comes through that, and it just we see that as a flare. Simple things. That's not hard.
I don't even say that. I want to say what we're seeing at they're calling a flare. Remember, that is a composite image. That is not an actual camera that's looking at the sun. All of their imagery that they're showing us, they tell us blatantly it's a composite image. So if it looks like that, great. But I'm not going to say it looks like that.
Okay, I give you that.
Everything they're pushing on us. Remember, if they're telling us this is what the sun looks like, look at it. It's not what the sun looks like. Because they're right. That. So I'm not going to say it's not, but based on theory, I call it bullshit. I'm just going to say bullshit on that.
That's fair.
Theory is what they're going to say is the global warming. We got to do this because of that, and this and this and that. I'm saying it's bullshit.
Yeah, somebody else said a good question.
I like how he pointed this out because we really is like you said, we're really just seeing the reaction of this. So like we not. What's happening beyond that reaction, like you said, the polar star or Polaris or whatever, like that is the part we're not seeing. So the hologram and whatever the reaction that's happening from the refraction, we're not seeing all that. So whatever we're seeing is the shit that they want us to see. That's the
exactly. And yes, Sis Kells, you got it right. The Polaris and depicted in this picture is the all-seeing eye. You got it, sis.
Fact.
You understand it.
I wanted to realize is because it technically is the all-seeing eye from our standpoint because it doesn't move. From our reference, that star stays in the center.
Right, it's fixed.
It's fixed in place from our
because it's like a magnet.
Right.
It's the polar opposite magnet of that black sun.
Correct. And they're using the energies inversely to create what we're seeing, that hologram called the sun, called the moon.
You know, DJZPE.
Say that again, sis. I didn't hear you.
DJZPE. He's making a comment.
Who? Oh, what did he say? You should also know that the swastika comes from the Hopi country in America 30,000 years ago and represents Orion's belt in all four damn.
Yeah.
They DJZPE. Let me read that again, baby. Thank you, beloved. Let me read that again. You should also know that the swastika comes from the Hopi country in America 30,000 years ago and represents Orion's belt in all four seasons, in all four quadrants of the sky, four directions.
Yeah.
So, in other words, the Hopi tribe knew something that we're just learning now, because that swastika, the origins of that is the black sun. And we told y'all when in the book of Enoch, and I'm starting to hear now other people talk about the book of Enoch and the black sun. You ain't cracked no code. I was the one that cracked that code.
I even see them talking about the study that we did with the mind, when they deciphered how consciousness works. I even see people talking about that.
Yeah, them patents and shit.
Yeah, always jacking somebody's stuff and not giving credit. But so the Hopi, they were using the swastika. They knew a whole lot more than they're being given credit to. And they were right on the money with equating that swastika with the seasons. Because that black sun, which represents that swastika, determines the seasons.
Right.
And the book of Enoch detailed that out for you as well. I'm sorry, go ahead, child.
No, I was just going to say they knew a way long time ago that we were in this dome and it was terraforming. Like they knew enough to be able to map it and know that like, oh, this is something we can chart down to a science and we know it, we can pinpoint it. We got the coordinates for it. This don't seem natural. This seemed like some setup shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's the equinoxes.
I'll say like this, Scotty, is more of they were there when it got set up.
I agree.
Yeah.
I 1000% agree, nephew. Because remember that we were saying based on that one book that the lady said that when these folks came to this particular realm, there were already people on the planet in America.
Right. And they did try to teach us the science of their shit.
Yes.
They were teaching us, remember, they were teaching the science. If you go back to Egypt, you see them teaching the science. So it's not like this science just came out of nowhere. It was taught to us.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, their colonization science.
Yeah.
Yes. So meaning, so this shit is so diluted. So you had the natural organic people of the planet.
Right.
That saw when the colonization happened. And when we talk about the colonization, we're talking about the terraforming. So meaning the cutting down of the ancient trees and the putting of the dome and the installing the black sun on top of the natural ley lines.
Right.
Okay, so that's what we're talking about. There was an original bloodline from the Americas that saw all of that happen. So the cosmic colonizers taught the science, which is their technology of the black sun and all of that jazz.
And that's why it's now within the secret society meant to be.
That's why it's in the secret society.
Yeah, Masonry.
Herman the Biff. Who's Herman the Biff? And they keep trying to put that. But you know, Herman the Biff in the casket in the sciences, it's a woman. And that's who's in that casket in masonry.
DJ ZPE, shout out to you. Jesus is in Algonquin word for the sun. So Algonquin, the Algonquin language, Jesus represents the sun, which is accurate. We've been telling y'all that.
Yeah.
So I told y'all that y'all sitting up here swinging regarding this religion, and I told you you're doing what? I told you it was sun worship.
It has it in Malachi. It's in there.
So shout out to y'all. Y'all bringing it tonight, baby. I'm here for it. We got some grad students in the house tonight.
Honor roll, we talking about.
I'm feeling y'all. Grad students and PhDs, baby. I'm feeling y'all. Okay, nephew, we ready. Child, where you get this vid? We here for it.
It says it clearly what the sun worship is. It's the sun. It's UN. Not
Child, I never be the same with this compass. You ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. You understand me?
Yeah, and that's one thing. They paint this information with the darkest demonic and oh my god, it's the Illuminati. Oh my god, and you're like, whoa, it's science. What the fuck? You've heard of science?
It's technology. Absolutely.
You've heard of technology?
He points out the ray coming out of the black sun toward the moon, and then he erases the face of the moon.
This is where the control is. Because they can control that phase.
He's telling you it's based on the way that black sun moves.
Yeah, the phases of the moon.
Exactly. He's showing you the phases of the moon.
Signs explaining that the sun doesn't light up the moon.
Eclipses and all that.
Black sun.
You heard, he just said it. The sun don't light up the moon. It's based on the movement of the black sun.
Right. And I'm guessing if the black sun isn't in right parallax with that ray coming from the polar star, that's where you get that variant.
Yes.
So Christianity is sun, S-U-N worship.
It's sun worship. All of it.
And the sun
Islam, all of it is sun worship.
And really the sun worship is the worship of their technology.
It's the worship of the black sun. Let's be clear. It is the worship of the black sun.
The black sun is giving the energy to make that sun.
Exactly.
So when you're worshiping the sun, it's really the black sun you're giving credit to.
Exactly. And the Hopi had already told y'all that.
That's the Father, Auntie. Sorry, I have to say that there's the Son and the Father, and there's the Holy Ghost, which is the moon. Because it disappears essentially, right?
Yeah, I guess I'd never heard of it like that, but I'm taking your word for it. I'm good with that. So the Hopi done already told you that the swastika represents the seasons. Enoch had already told you, because Enoch said he went to the top of the heavens and he was able to look down and he saw these gates and he went into specific detail of the procession of the sun and the procession of the moon. And I told you when he was talking about those different gates, he was seeing the black sun in operation.
Right. And the point that he's at is the polar star.
Exactly.
Even in your Bible, it says that Jesus went to the highest mountain.
Exactly. He was talking about, he had to be at the Polaris point in order to look down and see that black sun and see the movement of it.
Because you have to look directly down, straight down. Yeah.
He was at the poles because he described the poles vividly after, not him, what's his name? Elijah, what was it, Elijah?
Child, you know I don't be knowing them other biblical folks.
Up that didn't die. He was describing the North Pole when that is covered over now by ice, but he described it by, when it was not covered. So he was looking at the whole earth.
Exactly.
Elijah was taken up. That's what it was. Not Enoch was up there too, but Elijah described it in the Bible. And he said what the earth actually looked like before they covered it with the snow.
Oh, see, I'm gonna have to go on and check out what old boy Elijah said. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's be clear. You know what the sun is: refracted light from the black sun, same as the moon. Only thing is and remember, the sun and the moon, they're also outputs of like a magnetic pool, an electromagnetic pool as well. Okay, total opposites The difference with the moon is you see the reflection of the moon is of the entire realm of Earth.
Right. And I also want to say that the light itself is different. So sunlight we know is to be warming, but moonlight is actually cold. If you stand in the shade of a moonlight, you will be warmer than if you stand directly in light. This is why when it comes to weather, they manipulate the weather like this. Because every time I try to see the moon, I see it happen. When the moon is coming into its full phase, they emit a lot of moisture into the clouds go up, and the moon cools that cloud down. This is where you get your precipitation from. And that's how they're really manipulating the realm. Because again, that light is cold, and I see it because I'm on a farm. When it comes to the full moon phase, it's always raining, cloudy. When it comes to it's very center. Like, you know how the certain phases just before it goes to but when it's a full moon, they cover the sky. And I'm like, what's going on? And I start to realize the weather, what happens, it starts to rain really erratically, or it would snow erratically, depending on the temperature. The moonlight is doing
so let me just break this down again, because you're just confirming for me what I had finally had done. Oh, Dick, why they mute you back? I don't appreciate it. I didn't mute you, brother. So even everything, this whole particular realm, it's manipulated by technology down to the weather. Basically, what you're saying.
Yes. Well, now I think now they've gotten to the actual. They taught us what we needed to do so that they can have more control of it, more finite control of it. But in terms of it's all technology, and it's basic physics in a sense, but it's all technology. Because, for example, when it comes to the moisture, what you guys don't realize, these power plants are not they're not power plants. What they're really doing is they release moisture into the air with their cooling stations. And what we see is a stack bellowing white smoke. But what you don't realize is you don't see that over an hour, over 2 hours. That all that moisture that they release into the air is actually in the air. It forms clouds. So now you can use Doppler radar. What you guys don't realize, the Doppler radar is how they steer the storms. It's a high energy electromagnetic pulse energy.
Clutch pearls.
The radar, I'll drop a link on my channel. The radar is throughout the world. It's throughout everywhere. This particular radar is everywhere. It's like 5G. Everyone's complaining about 5G. Doppler radar. We're thinking it's HARP. No. Again, that's the front. Hey, look over here. HARP is doing it. No. Again, Doppler radar.
Okay, nephew. So let me ask you this, because I feel also that they control the atmosphere pressure.
They do that through like I said, the moisture.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I
do that, because again, you're bringing in more. Remember, we're in a sealed environment. This dome is sealed. But when the water is evaporated, like a pressure cooker. You put water in a pressure cooker, there's no pressure. Now you put that under heat. The water starts to evaporate. Heats up
and then it steams.
Yes, it starts to break pressure.
I knew it.
Right. This is why they're trying to keep it cool. So when it does get hot, they block the sun. When it's in wintertime, they keep us in a cold environment as much as possible. One day you see the sun, next day it's gone for a couple of days. Because they don't want the sun to warm up the environment, create that pressure, create that heat. They can't live in that environment.
So in other words, I'm sorry, go ahead, son Scotty.
Oh no, I just wanted to add something on too about the temperature and what's happening with the chemical equation that's happening. So like the electromagnetic sun coil is actually radiation. And
absolutely.
So the interaction with these noble gases in the etheric realm is the reason why the sun is hot, because that radiation is interacting with hydrogen and all of that, as opposed to
there's more than just hydrogen. There's all the noble gases within the atmosphere is interacting with, and it's causing that chemical reaction. Yes.
Absolutely. I'm so proud of y'all, because all I was going to say was that don't y'all understand now why, if that black sun is faulty, it can either run very, very hot, Meaning, i.e., it puts out a lot of radiation, right?
Correct.
Which would make it hot. Or if it dies out, that means it's not going to put out any radiation. So then what would it be?
Oh,
cold.
Ice Age.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Ice
also
Age.
the gases in the etheric, the noble gases are at different temperatures themselves. So it don't,
Absolutely.
sometimes what's making the moon is that it's going to be mostly neon, and those temperatures are way lower than a hydrogen gas.
Absolutely.
And also that with that, it's I'm learning science. Covalent bonds. So the chemical, so water, H2O. But you can separate the covalent bond of that chemical H2O with electromagnetism. I know
say that again for the slow ones in the back, nephew, because baby, they need to hear what you say. Say that again. Thank you, sweetie. And slow it down. Slow down. Yeah.
Y'all ridiculous. All right. Water is comprised of the chemical composition of 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. It's held together with a covalent bond. An electromagnetic bond holds the molecule that we know as, or the atom we know as the hydrogen atom, and we know as the oxygen atom. An electromagnetic bond hold those 2 atoms together. When those atoms come together, they form the substance we call water. So by applying an electromagnetic field to your said water, you're able to disrupt that covalent bond, and you're able to separate the hydrogen atom and the oxygen atom. This is something we call HHO, hydrogen gas. Call it out of. So
now, I'm sorry. Go ahead, nephew. Finish.
That's fine. So like when Scotty is saying about how the sun is a different gas, and yes, I would say that because hydrogen is very hot. It's very explosive gas. So it's what electromagnetic frequency are they manipulating? Are they pulsating within those laser beams, as you see, that's going down to the cardinal points, that's making that square, that triangle. So one frequency can be, let's say, frequency A, the other frequency can be frequency B. And I'm saying the sunlight is different from the moonlight, and it's based on the frequencies. It's not just the chemical reactions in the atmosphere, but how they're manipulating their frequencies will cause different actions to happen. So
agreed. Now, I'm just going to refresh y'all memory. See, I told y'all, we in PhD and grad school over here, baby. We don't play.
We on the honor.
Okay, and y'all ain't finna hear this from nobody else.
Truth uncompromised.
Okay, because Vibes of Cosmo, I give my shout out to, and Brother G, I never pronounce your name right. God something or the other. I give him the shout out. Okay, but y'all ain't fencing to hear this from nobody else. So y'all remember when I said to you all that when they cut down those ancient trees, what did I tell you they did?
Terraformed the weather and everything. Terraformed
Put in the dome.
They put in the dome, but they backfilled it with what?
Oh, water.
Water.
The water wasn't used.
So all the water that we see today on the planet, I told y'all, go pay attention. When you're seeing these beaches, when you're seeing what they're calling mountains, you're going to see one or two things. You're going to see either a desert, and with desert, you have sand, and go look it up. Sand is made of silica. So those are the sawdust from the ancient trees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, Blaze talk about this and that the ancients used to have the fight. That's when the stuff was put in the realm. Blair knew about this. Keep going.
Yeah. So the other thing, look at the oceans and all of that. And when you see what they're calling those rocks or mountains sticking up out of the oceans, that's what they backfilled with water when they cut down them trees.
Yeah. So basically they trying to cover up the shit.
It's deeper than that. No, because nephew just described to you, they need the water. What do they need the water for? This is the Jeopardy question. And I gave you the answer at the beginning of this segment. Do, do, do. What do they need the water for? Do, 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 do.
Athea, their water was toxic.
Right, but I'm talking about in our realm. No. Nephew gave you the answer. I gave you the answer. They need the water for the black sun and the atmosphere.
Yeah, to work. This is why the weathermen can pinpoint the hour, the day, and the time, the minute to the minute, when you're gonna have rain and when you won't have rain, and when you have snow and all this kind of stuff, because they manipulate it.
Exactly. Kel's got it. Shout out to Sis Kels. You want it, goddammit, tonight. To power it. She got it. She got it. The water is used to power it.
Just how they're
and to help control the atmosphere. Nephew just broke it down beautifully. So anybody y'all coming jacking our shit, you heard that from Nephew Nuwa. He broke that shit down beautifully. That's why water is needed. That's why in The Man Who Fell to Earth, I took and told y'all that he said their planet needs water and he has to rebuild the device. And I told you that device he needed to rebuild was the black sun.
Yeah. So it's dying out, and so that confirms what you said before. We said that it's dying out, and they're losing control. And by controlling that, they get a chance to erase our memories.
Yeah, they could go and fuck themselves with all of that.
Yeah, that's been shifted as we know as I explore.
Because you're not fencing to put that on us. So when you come out talking about something, you need to rebuild the black sun, we're going to tell you go fuck yourself.
Your clock. Yeah,
that's what we fencing to tell you to do, fuck yourself. So ain't no need you putting out The Man Who Fell to Earth. I saw what y'all put in there when he said y'all gonna need to do this too. I said, oh no, the fuck we ain't.
Nope.
We don't need it. Gone with that bullshit. It's not finna happen.
Latifah Miller says water is programmable, and we're what, 60% water?
Yeah, it is programmable. Dr. Himat Chachi read that.
Yeah, so they're trying to keep us in their program, that matrix, by keeping that black sun there.
They're trying to keep up the total colonization of the realm.
With that clock.
They need negative energy to do it. They can't do it a positive.
That's why they keep it in your root chakra. They're not so
exactly.
If you go up to your crown chakra, your energy can't be manifested on. It's the opposite to what they need.
Yes, that's correct. Yes,
that is correct.
Yeah, I know why. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. So when I told y'all we didn't need no sun, there wasn't as much water on the planet. Are y'all understanding it now?
Yeah. And because remember, right now we have trees that need water, but from what we're understanding, our trees was based on silica. Were they using water like that? I don't think they were.
No. Why would they?
They wouldn't need that. Yeah, they were feeding their energy directly from source, where they have their black sun feeding off of source.
Yeah.
Exactly. And to power that black sun, they need as a coolant that water.
Yeah, we saw that too. Yeah, we saw that in there. That picture that Brother Odell showed us with the recycling water, where the water has to come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll pull it up at some point. But yeah, I think I sent it to a thing. But you're right. Keep going the way anyway. But keep going
with the video, child. We didn't learn it or something new tonight.
Yeah, I forgot about that video. The video. Oh shit. Yeah.
That was the bomb drop. We ready, nephew.
Actually, I think that was it. I think it's just the end of it. Yeah, that's the end of it.
Okay, he's just showing the different variations.
Yeah.
And they keep showing it to us over and over again.
Yeah, in different formats.
Yep, in different formats.
So where we think it's folktale, where we think it's just good art. Like this is the picture that we know to see that.
Which one are you trying to get to?
This one.
Yep, this one.
This is the traditional picture that we know of the North Pole. So I'm saying
exactly
this mountain that there's that's really the black sun. If we were to see it, we would be seeing the black sun. So this, and I think the mountain that was probably a tree. The
silicon tree.
Yeah, and the avatar that major tree. So that mountain is probably the remnants of our tree, and they put their black coil within that area.
Exactly. They put it underneath there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The root system.
Yeah.
Mount
Say something.
Yes, that's Mount Meru. That represents the Mount Meru they talk about. Sorry,
so
Sis Sandra, go ahead.
A great silicon structure.
So Inquirer says atomic bombs release positive energy. So that's why they are trying to stop anybody from releasing a
I see that.
bomb.
Yeah, so all their atomic bombs are really fake, what you're saying. Because if they had a real one, it would release too much positive energy into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So it's all a fear tactic.
And they don't want that.
Right.
Okay. Wow, nephew. Thank you for that.
That's basically, I'll let it run through in terms
Thank
of
you for that. The fam is asking for you to drop that vid.
I will.
Yeah, because, and shout out to whoever that was, Vibes. Was that you? Beloved, was
that you?
Vibes, was that you up in this video?
You could tell us. You could tell us, bro.
You ain't got to tell us, Vibes, if it was you. We enter and overstand, but baby, he was breaking it down.
Yeah. And like I said, it's all there. It's just in our face.
It's in our face.
Yeah,
they keep showing it to us over and over and over and over again.
The snake eating its tail is the depiction of the dome.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's once again the technology.
Trapping you.
Yep.
Yep. There you go. So all this stuff they're telling you is spookism.
Yeah.
Okay, then. And the sad part about it, even with that, even people sitting in these secret societies, they don't even, know more than them at this point.
Well, us, because what I'm realizing is they have to go through their sects, their orders, and it's
exactly.
They're not allowed to know certain information.
Exactly.
And what I really, when it comes to Brother Odell, is I'm learning that even though the Pope is learned as the figurehead, I've learned that the Jesuits are really running the Pope. He's there.
Yeah, and they use the black sun. Thank you. They use the IHS.
Yeah.
The image of the IHS. That's the black sun. Fam, keep going. No,
right. No, exactly that. Is the Jesuits are playing are really the instrument players, but the Pope is the conductor. Who wrote the notes though? Who's he playing for? Essentially, the Pope is just a figurehead. He's just a figurehead. The Jesuit order is more of the, let's say, the underground bloodline that's operating in full faction, and you have to take their oath. And if you listen, if you read their oath, you realize who the real enemy of this realm really is. It's not black and white people. It's the people that will kill because they were told to kill. Simple.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Master TD in Joshua 10, when the sun stood still, how does that play in? Well, you know what? He killed. I knew the number 10 was very significant when that young man killed 10. He didn't kill 11. He didn't kill 12. He killed 10.
But what does the 10 represent in numerology?
I don't know what it does in numerology, but I know that the sun stood still and their sun is going dead.
Wait a minute. Whoa. You cannot be in PhD and just you can't be in class.
Honor roll.
And say a statement without backing up. Now you say what now the son supposedly and allegedly did. Please explain.
9/11, and why did they skip the 10? The number 1 is the beginning. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on,
I'm gonna get to that, Brother Odell. Come on now, Sis Sandra. You didn't put out something about the sun standing still, and we need some proof. You gonna have to talk that out. Now, will you say what now the sun did what because of what?
Listen, Mr. TD posted in Joshua 10th chapter that sun stood still. That's what the whatever chat was. So I repeated that. And I knew that the 10 that he killed was a symbolic number.
Okay. All right. So, all right, that's biblical. They saying the sun stood still. Yeah. And all right, sis Latifah, I see you, beloved. Wink. I know you got it.
Yeah.
What does the hold up?
Well, 10 is 1.
No, it is, but we need you to understand the secret society meaning behind it, because now you have enough knowledge.
No, I don't. Not today.
Well, we're giving you the knowledge. We're literally giving you the knowledge. If y'all have been rocking with us, you have the knowledge. It ain't a goddamn thing they can put before you that you cannot decode.
Yeah, this is what they don't want you to know.
There's not a goddamn thing they can put before you that you can't decode. So what does 10 represent?
Reset.
Well, 11 is completion. So
I didn't ask about 11. And 11 ain't even completion.
No, it's 2.
I'm sorry. This is not my day for 10s.
1 and 0, 10. It's a couple of meanings.
It's a binary number.
It's binary. So what does the 1 represent in binary?
Yes.
Oh, very good. What does the 0 represent?
No.
What represents what? False. Or no, you could say no. So the 1 represents true. The
That's
0
right.
represents false. And isn't that a binary code to a computer, right?
1 0 1 0
Right.
1 0, just like in
Right.
the Matrix,
1
but
0.
the zero's whole.
So
The
that
zero is
makes up
whole.
the realm. They're telling
the zero
you
is
that
whole.
is the realm.
Yep.
It's stopping. The system is breaking down. In the
No. Stick. I didn't ask you to add nothing to it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing that for a purpose because I need you all to understand when they're putting these numbers before you, you need to be able to decode them.
Yeah, because he killed 10 people. Exactly.
When you see 10, you know that's a binary code.
Yeah.
And they're telling you the realm.
Yeah.
So it has nothing about breaking down the realm. They're telling you they're trying to control the realm. They're trying to put a spell on you.
Yeah, I know it's a spell for the killing the 10. You know, it was a ritual, actually.
Right. But do you understand what the 1 and the 0 represents?
Yeah, around you said.
11 represents creation, manifestation. It's a gateway. Did you not see those masonry thingy that nephew showed? You saw those pillars, right? Didn't you see those pillars lined up?
Yakim and Boaz.
That represented 11. That represented, it was showing you a gateway.
Yeah, I understand that.
I know you understand, but okay, you saying you understand.
Well, I knew this pillar.
No. You're saying you understand. But
I'm Solomon.
When I ask you that, if you understand, when I'm bringing up these numbers, you should be able to tell me what they mean.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
Okay, so what does 1 and 0 represent?
1, because 1 and 0 is 1.
Sandra, I'm going to come through this phone across this line and choke you down to the so-and-so ground. You have officially flunked.
He's having a Biden moment.
Officially flunked this quiz.
She on the teacher.
Wait, now I'm like a black mama with my scarf. Don't y'all remember that when mama was going over your motherfucking homework and she done gave you that answer like 17 times and then she go back over it again and you be like, blah, blah, blah. Baby, that's when she go get that motherfucking belt.
I done told you.
Answer it again, bro. Now, God damn it. What's 4 times 4? And give me the wrong answer, I'm gonna tear your ass.
I haven't, but dad ate my homework, okay? No, actually, I just had surgery, so my brain is a little
Child,
scattered.
now she gonna bring a medical condition up into it.
No, I'm not thinking on your level.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna go back over over this. We gonna go over this again. Child, I felt just like Big Mama and them. I'm like, I done gave you this answer like 4-5 times, and you gonna sit up here and regurgitate this wrong ass answer to me again? I'm gonna tear your ass up. You ain't paying attention.
You asked me what 10 means, and 10 means, total is 1. So it's the realm, you say. 10 is the realm.
Tell me why it's the realm.
Because of the pillars of the 11, which is Solomon and the black. And
wrong. I got the belt and I'm tearing your motherfucking ass up. What? Up in that classroom, you ain't learning a goddamn thing. So busy running your motherfucking mouth. I'm tearing your ass up. No. 10 equals binary code.
Computers.
1 for true, 0 for false.
Okay.
It also represents the yin and the yang.
Positive, negative, positive, negative.
Positive, negative.
Oh,
it's telling you the makeup of the realm.
Flip-flop.
Did he kill 10-4? This is what I'm saying. Because he's saying it's positive or is it negative? That everything is going for.
Let me get this motherfucking belt. God damn it, what the fuck
Positive, negative, positive,
negative,
positive, negative, positive, negative.
No.
So
it was a ritual spell.
Oh, it's a ritual spell.
They're telling you 10. They're controlling
the realm.
The realm.
That's why there's the rituals on 9/11.
Control the realm.
There's a control. They're doing a spell, killing 10, so they can cast a spell.
No,
killing 10.
The killing of the 10 is the spell itself. Like they're telling the people that know the spell, hey, this is going on. We're doing this, and you know this because we're going to do this with a 10.
Exactly.
10 is where they're controlling it from. This is why they always skip it on 9/11, because 10 represents the 1 and the 0. That's the whole. The 0 is always the whole. Right. Everything comes from the whole, which is the feminine.
Yes.
From the 0.
Yeah, you're right.
So
that black sun comes out that hole.
Yeah, it comes from the whole, the 0. So that's why in binary code, that's why the computer does 1, 0, positive, negative, positive, negative. But
exactly.
That it all comes from what the 0, the whole.
The whole, okay.
Exactly. And again, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I guess if you want to make it simple and easy, Auntie, the man them have the 1, the gal them have the 0. Put it together, you got 3, right? All right.
Yes. Exactly.
Control the realm.
Which is your 3.
1 and 0.
Exactly.
1
and 2, that's your 3.
You can
that's your 3.
Yeah, I know, right? 1 + 1 = 3. That's where you get that from.
Right. And that went over a lot of people's heads. Y'all know that.
Don't worry about that.
That's okay. Honorable. Yeah, that's child, honorable. We'll be here all night explaining that one. Okay, so 11. Again, 11 means manifestation. Gateway, that's what them pillars mean. When they're showing you in masonry. Okay.
Back him in your eyes.
Right? 22 is double manifestation. 11 + 11.
Right.
Yep. Which is your 4. 44. Which is why they do stuff on 4 and 4.
Exactly.
Which is your 8, goes back to your 8, which is which represents 2 zeros, which actually what represents what they call God's number, but it's actually 2 zeros.
Right, which 8 they say is infinity.
Anyway,
right.
It's infinity because it's divine feminine, period, because it's circular. It's a representation of the whole.
Exactly.
The infinity sign is the 8, and like I said, it's a whole, it's infinity, it's still the 0 when it comes out.
Yeah. Yes. 9 is completion. And again, it's still feminine because it's still circular. 6 is still circular. The numbers are either masculine or feminine because you've got these square numbers like 4, 5. Well, 5's both. You've got 4, 1,
7.
That 7's got secular in it. 4. I'm thinking the ones that are just pure masculine. 4, 1. That's it. Because the others are all rest of them are all 5's both, 5's work, it's got square and feminine. 5's both. 3's feminine. 2's both. 1's masculine.
Mm-hmm.
And then 0's feminine, because that's how I've always done. I do it on the
absolutely. 0 is feminine. I mean, it's obvious, just like 1 is obvious that's masculine.
Masculine, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be in terms of
both. 3's, yeah.
Exactly. No. You all nailed it, child. We wasn't even supposed to be all up into this tonight, but
that's how it works. That's how we do it.
Yeah, I know. So, Brother Odell, so welcome, Brother Odell, our brother from the UK. So it's on you. It's late. I want you to get your rest. So it's totally up to you. I know tonight you wanted to use it to get into like the 1871 stuff. So I'm going to leave it up to you. We can come back next week and pick up.
I don't think we should stop the subject wrong. I don't think we should stop the subject run. The reason why I don't think we should stop what we're on is because
we did fire tonight. We did fire tonight, baby. Thank you, nephew.
Love you too, Auntie.
You brought that. So anybody that's, I know y'all gonna take this video, and I know it's gonna take y'all motherfuckers a while to chop this up, because y'all stay jacking our shit. And I notice it take y'all a couple of weeks to jack our shit when we break this true science down, but you don't never want to give us no credit. That was my nephew that broke down the weather and the atmosphere and equated it to the water. You heard it here first.
Truth uncompromised.
Okay, that was my nephew in PhD mode. Because I know y'all gonna jack our shit. All of you big channels. Don't think that we don't see you. Because you wasn't talking like this before.
Nope.
Y'all talking your black reparations. What the fuck?
But you're still an ass. I don't mind you taking. Give people their credit. So you heard it here first. So shout out to Vibes of Cosmos. That's our dude, Sturgis. Go over, check out his stuff. Shout out to Brother G. I never pronounce your name properly. Go check out his stuff. And go buy that one particular book where we put the map in. It is in Spanish. So you'll have to get a translator. Okay, so we're going to end it on that note, because I know we dropped a lot on y'all tonight. Yeah. And no, we didn't plan that. That's just how the information rolled. So if you have Showtime, get into The Man Who Fell to Earth. But the first episode, it is on YouTube. And you're going to see how old boy came through the portal. You're going to see what his true form is. I can't remember if, I think they show you the cuneiform in that first episode also. So there you have it, fam. So, Brother Odell, you have any last words for the family?
Yeah, I'm just going to share something. I'm going to just something that's going to stick with what Noah said. I want to stick with what Noah said when I find it.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, nephew. Knew why you, goddamn it, you brought it. Wait a sec, Brother Odell. Let me put it up for the fam. He broke that down so eloquently. I'm like, whoo, child.
To be honest, Auntie, it's hard to actually decipher some of the stuff, like to slow down the brain process to tell y'all. Because there's so much shit, it's easier to just have it in your head than it is to tell people.
Well, you did that. You hella broke that down. Because you just confirmed to me. I'm like, I know goddamn well all of this weather, all of this stuff gotta be planned. It's gotta be manufactured. That's what I was trying to say. I'm like, it's gotta be manufactured 100%. On down to the atmosphere.
I got the receipts. I can show you how it's done.
You explained it. You straight up explained it, and it makes total sense. All right,
I know they're going to come back and say I didn't have anything on the screen, and
I don't nobody give a damn about that. We PhDs over here.
They can go find it if they
I
want.
asked you to stop and slow down, say the shit again, and I literally went back over what you said in plain breaking it down, didn't and you confirmed it. That ain't my problem, nor your problem that folks can't put shit together in their mind. We told them at a minimum, this is grad school over here.
Yeah.
So don't come over here fucking with us with that foolishness about what we don't know, because I'ma hand you your ass every time. You did a wonderful job. All right. So you give yourself, you cracked that damn code.
We did.
Shit. Okay, we ready, Brother Odell, when you ready.
Yeah. So the image was shared up. So obviously, Noah mentioned this, and this is why I put these images up, because you can see here the macabre field, or you can see what they call the Star of David, which is not, it's Marsh Alpha. But obviously, you can see you've got the energy of the realm, you've got the light, the black and the white, you've got the energy of the realm that Noah was showing. He's right. Noah killed it when he did this, because what I'll show you can see man or woman or wombed man trapped. You can see that your macabre field's trapped. You represent being trapped. Now you can see obviously with the religion. Go ahead, Noah.
I was just saying that symbol reminds me of the Ankh.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Ankh your energy.
Yes.
It's all the same. Sorry, go ahead. It's all the same. I just want to reference that symbol to that.
Oh, in the middle. Yes.
Yeah, look. Yeah, this is what he's saying. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, in the middle. Yeah.
But I've got it flashed.
You see them holding that, and you would say, "What is that?" But now we're looking at the manifest, the representation of man, essentially.
Yes, that's
well, that's the symbol that they tell us that it is, but it's also a technical device.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, it's
what they were holding is an actual technology. What they were holding is technology.
Exactly. Yes. And when we're talking about we talking about the Sumerians.
Yeah, the Egyptian people.
The other people called Anunnaki. And this is the ones in this talk that I got broke down, who changed the realm. It was these beings who messed up the realm. This is what this talk, this is what we spoke about. Now, the reason why I got in on this is because there's I said, look, the black sun, the Saturn, you can see it's controlling the realm. Yeah. You see here, it's controlling that realm. Look, it's controlling the realm.
Yeah.
So we're here inside it, like Noah was saying, and look, it's closing yourself off. Now, if you look at the Hindu so-called religion, you can see it's sat on the top, outside the realm.
So like it wasn't.
No, I was showing you. So the religions knew, or they know.
Yeah, they knew.
All know. Yeah, all the religions know, or those elements of the religions. They all know that with Islam, with the moon, which is the moon worship, which is the black sun. You've got Christianity with its cross, sun worship, sun worship. You've got Buddhism. So all the religions have all got form of worship represents that are all linked to the black Q source.
The black sun.
They're all linked to the black. All of them are
exactly
the black sun.
And now, just real quick,
that's the point I'm going to go with. Yeah, go on. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't want to interrupt your thought. You just brought back when the man who fell to earth. How I knew the device he was showing, the little prototype that he brought to earth, because remember, he's trying to rebuild that in his planet. How I knew that was the black sun, because I told y'all it started out as like this donut coil. And when he activated, that motherfucker started spinning. And once it spun, guess what shape it started? It morphed into. It morphed into this inverted triangle, and I immediately knew what it was. And then the final of it spinning was a cube.
Yeah, the Merkaba.
Exactly. So I automatically knew. I said, "Oh shit." He's trying to get the specs to rebuild his black son. But had I not understood what these symbols mean, that shit would have went straight up over my head.
You would have said it was racist, Auntie. Why do they have racism on television?
And it happened so quick, people wouldn't have even caught the Merkaba or the inverted triangles. They wouldn't have even caught it. But because I know these symbols, I know what I'm looking at, I knew, oh, hell to the no. They talking about, oh boy, needing to rebuild the black sun.
Well, Auntie, remember, that's their technique. They flash your symbols within their media, sigils, essentially. Like, you know how if you slow the flicker rate of
exactly,
they ingest, that's exactly what you're seeing. So yes, the average person wouldn't have seen it, but because you're vibrating at such a high frequency, you can slow it down and decode it. It
decoded, absolutely. So when we keep going over these symbols, when we keep going back to numerology and astrology, we're doing this for a purpose. We're trying to unlock in you so you can remember.
Yeah.
So nobody can come to you and tell you any of this foolishness.
And Auntie, I won't even say unlock, I'll say activate.
Activate, remember, I agree.
Our energy is being driven towards our root chakra with the intention not to activate, not to bring it up to the crown chakra, not to elevate our mindset.
Yes.
Once we activate a certain level of frequency, a certain level of thought, all this falls apart.
Exactly. And DJ ZPE, and shout out to you, says the Star of David or Star of Solomon can be found on the flower of the blueberry. Okay, so going back to gardener, I am a gardener, and you're gonna see the Star of David, and a lot of it you're gonna see the Fibonacci.
Yeah, the Fibonacci. Yeah.
Okay, so now we should understand why. So it says, so can every star, including the pentagram, the pentacle, et cetera, et cetera. So in other words, now we should understand why everything in nature, that Fibonacci, the Star of David, it's because of the frequency, fam. Mm-hmm. What's driving the frequency? Ultimately, the black sun.
Yep.
Well, no, I'm going to correct that. I don't think the black sun is manipulating the said frequency.
I would agree with that, but it's emitting a certain frequency.
No, exactly. Yes, they're emitting a frequency that's
exactly. So the spin of that frequency, right. That's why you're seeing it in nature.
Right.
Yeah. That harmonic, the 55 harmonic, the spinning. The
exactly. That's the spin. So that's what you're seeing. Harmonic. In nature. That's why the silicon trees and all of that, it had a different frequency to it.
No, the original realm did. Yeah.
The original realm did until
the original realm. Absolutely.
Yeah, when it first is here, and then once they cut the trees down and put in this terraforming version of it, that's basically it's on the original realm, but it's emitting of the what I refer to the metatronic frequencies. When that's not from the original realm, that's what the black sun emits, the metatronics.
Exactly. So that's the science behind it, fam. But that was a very good one, DJ ZPE. Absolutely.
Oh, knows what he's talking about.
So there you have it. Sorry, go ahead, Brother Odell.
So they knew, so that's what Mr. did, and this is what I agree with. Know what they knew, the ancient societies. This is what's in this talk, and we've gone through this. The Sumerians, they knew, even though I've got a bigger picture of it here. They knew. You can see the Sumerians. They knew
with their nappy beard.
Sun. Yeah, with
there go the black sun.
You see the black sun.
Tells them in their way.
Right, they knew.
Yeah, they knew.
They knew exactly that. They knew. They saw the pyramids of Egypt, because even the Great Pyramid of Giza, it faces, and I showed you this is what Wayne Herschel shows. I did his stuff a while back when he talks about that star. It talks about that star, that the stuff in the Vatican. Remember I showed that stuff in the Vatican? It's got the key in the causeway, and the thing is looking down the causeway. The Vatican have got the keys to the realm.
Yeah. Exactly.
You've got this new they know the Vatican or the IHS, that blessed bloodline out of the Ptolemaic dynasty out of Hiccupta. That knows it came out of Hiccupta in the 700s of Rome, and Herschel brought that down. He says it's like a grid, and he shows the grid, and he's right where Herschel spawned. So that great star, when it's meant to come, that's representative. You know that star you were talking about, Noah, that star, the precession of the equinoxes. I think it's on here. I think it's on this one. I've pulled it up deliberately on here, so we can see it on here. It's deliberate. I've put it on here. You can see it there. Look,
exactly. There go the star.
The star. That star. That's what Wayne Herschel's talking about, fam. That's what it's on about. That star that's there. That's what it's talking about in the realm. You can see here the precession of the equinoxes. This is because originally when the trees was here and there was no sun and it was we was going straight up here. But when they put in the harmonic, the 55 harmonic, these harmonics, this is where the switch in the realm. This is what New was on about, fam. I'm going
exactly.
And this is see the sun, the moon and the sun. That's there, fam.
Yeah,
that's what
that's
New
the
same
about. Thing. Oh boy, drew in the video. Yeah. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah. And then you got the black sun there.
You got the black sun
on the sides there. Yeah. You can see it there, fam. That's what New is on about. You said that's what he's on about. Since in this diagram I've got here, and then you've obviously got the wheel,
the clock, the astrological clock.
Exactly. That's the wheel in there. That's what the sun fix up the realm. That's when they put all this in, and then you've got this celestial equator. You see, so you can see it all there. So
that's
this is
what's supposed to be on. That's the actual equator.
Yeah. But they flipped the original one. They flipped, and you can see it now. And this is the Saturn. Or the black sun, the Saturn. You can see the Saturn. You can see, so you've got one set of and this is what's to do with the equinoxes that we get now. We didn't used to have equinoxes, so where the moon is now, this is why you got where are we now? We're in May, so we're not native. The last one was in March, but the next one's coming next month on the 21st of June, the summer solstice. That's where you get all this the elements of the realm, the fire, air, wind, and water. This is to do with what when they put in the cycles or the seasons. That's what they did when they put them in. This is what they did. This is how they put it with this celestial equator. That's why they put them in. So they knew exactly what they were doing. So when they these intruders that I referred to in this talk that I did, the intruders put that in the Anunnaki, the beings from Altanin, the Draco, the Weesadex. That's the Weesadex. When they poked holes in our fences with this talk, when it's what we did in this talk, when they put holes in the original fence, when they was able to finally put in their stuff in the realm, that's when they managed to get through our fence. They took down our original realm, and then they put this one in its place. This is what this talk kind of goes on about when I was in this. When they came here, these roaches.
The roaches.
When they came here, the roaches, they came anti-Christian beings when they came here. This is what they put in. And the beings that they brought here with them, this is what they put in. This is why they go over the 9/11 stuff. When they was going over the stuff on here, when we was breaking all this stuff down with the different species that come in here, when we was talking about this stuff, when the species came in, this is when it was changing the elements of the realm in. I agree with Noah on this, because obviously we had the original strands, but obviously when you get down to these other beings, they had the lost strands of DNA. That's why they've got the 9/11. When you go down to the other beings, they've got the 9/11 strands of the 9/11 strands of DNA. That's why they're talking about the realm. So all these beings, the other beings, look, Jericho got the trench strand, the Anu or the Anunnaki's got the 11. So they knew when he was breaking all this stuff down, they knew exactly what it was on about. So getting back to what Nuwa was saying with this universe that we're in, the black strand or the black strand DNA is what they function on. That's why we want us venerating it. You can see the black sun, they've got the 10-strand DNA. The reason why they want us venerating is because that's what they sit on. The Anunnaki sit on there.
Exactly.
The reptilian, they sit on there, the black sun DNA. That's why they want us to venerate the black sun.
Exactly. That's their technology. And remember the book that we just read, Terra Infinita. Remember, they said that the Anunnaki is the baddest ones on the block because of their technology.
That's the only reason why they're the
and that's the only reason they the baddest on the block. And they only put technology up on game to the other folks when after they had conquered them, after they had whooped their ass because they had the technology, and they're up under their command, which the Dracos are one of them. Because the Dracos and the Anunnaki was battling tooth and nail, and so they just decided to partner up and become allies. But the Anunnaki are the baddest ones on the block because of their technology. And if we go back to that map that we showed earlier from Infinite, the map that we showed, you saw that we surrounded by the motherfuckers. You got the Anunnaki, you got the Dracos up there, Mars. It all makes total sense.
Yeah, all those beings that are involved with them, the Weesadex, the beings that came here from, again, Orion, the ring drake on the Orion. This is why the Pope comes out on Solon Invictus and he waves as Orion's belt's passing, because he knows who his bosses are. Remember when Herschel showed that a few weeks ago, and it comes out. And what this again is the keys to the realm, and it shows. Remember when we might have to play that again, not obviously not tonight because we're going to get off. But the when St. Peter's pointing down the causeway and the Vatican's got that keys to the realm, and it shows that that star. That's that star that we're referring to on that I referred on the previous slide with what Nuwa showing on that thing. So yeah, Nuwa, have you put that video in the
I
chat?
did actually.
I'm gonna go watch that again.
Chat, it's there. As long as YouTube keeps it up, it'll be there.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. He brought that down.
That video was the bomb. So Nisipu said the spiral periodic table or time tablet.
Let me get that. So I'm gonna.
You got it.
No, Auntie, you talk it out. I'm gonna post it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you. The spiral periodic table. Okay, let me unmute you. I don't know why it's not letting y'all unmute yourself.
I'm unmuted. Go ahead, read that, Auntie.
Okay, the spiral periodic table or time tablet shows hydrogen in the middle and a spiral. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's that link that I shared above. Something made me look up periodic table because we're talking about these elements. And it was just interesting to me because I seen there was like a whole different version of this table or tablet, because that's really where that word table comes from.
Right.
Tablet. So we're talking about these tablets, the Sumerian tablets and whatnot. And it made me, just dig a little bit deeper, and I found a spiral version of it. And when you look at the spiral version, it just opens up a whole nother
here it is. This breaks down what nephew was saying, and then you see that spiral. Isn't it the Fibonacci?
Yeah.
Fibonacci.
What gets me is how this particular is correlated differently, and in fact that it still works. It even breaks down how it has noble gases and those alkaline metals and how it works. So wow, thanks the reflection. Wow.
Yeah, Nisipu, this is hella info. This proves
the way I look at it.
Knew I was saying. So here's y'all graph. God damn it.
And the crazy thing. Real quick before I forget, the crazy thing I went to look up, if you look real close, after you get hydrogen, you got helium next, then you got lithium, which is what Li stands for lithium. You know, that's what they use for these batteries.
Exactly, and which are the ancient tree roots, but continue.
And then Be, that's another metal that they use to make batteries and electrical components.
Wow.
And then B is boron, which is also used for batteries and electrical components. But I'm going to yield on that.
You know what? That's what they're after right now, is all the lithium on the planet.
Right. But and remember, we revealed that lithium, where are they getting the lithium from?
They're getting it from Ukraine, and they're getting it from
I'm not talking region because they're really getting it from all over the world. Where specifically?
From Mother Earth.
The root system.
The ancient tree root system. Aren't they digging in the ground to get that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Excavations.
All the metals
It's
are in
basically
the
the waste. It's the waste from the isn't it the silica?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the waste from that. So like it sits for a while and then it turns into lithium.
So we can figure out what the war is all about.
Yeah, and like you said, it turns into lithium. But the key thing is, I like the fact you said that it turns into lithium. But why does it turn to lithium? Because what's powering this realm, what's influencing
Exactly.
This is what people got to get their hands on. What's powering this realm? That's why it turns to lithium, because normally it would not do.
It wouldn't do that. Absolutely.
No.
Because remember, when they're excavating those metals and stuff, they're literally digging into those ancient tree roots.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, that's what the black sun is sitting on.
Mm-hmm.
The ley line, the natural ley lines that we talk about on the planet are the natural ancient silicon tree roots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I know this a lot, y'all.
This is honor roll class. So.
I know it's a lot. So if y'all start hearing motherfuckers talk about them lithium batteries come from ancient tree roots, that's us too.
If you see this image anywhere else,
that's us too. That's from Nisi Poo. And I'm only saying that because motherfuckers are disrespectful and they want to sit back and act like they're to your hundreds of thousands of followers, and motherfucker, you ain't got it like that.
Nope.
Yes, we want the information to come out, but you're thieves.
Respectfully.
Disrespectful.
You know, one of the things that's good about tonight is it's applicable to what we're going through right now. All of this is applicable to
why you think we do it like we do it? I literally have a method to my madness. I literally know why I do exactly the things that I do. None of this is by accident. Now, although we got on this topic tonight, it still wasn't no accident.
No, because you can't even talk about anything. We're going to talk about the war if you want.
Yeah, exactly. But we have to do something else. We have to roll with the punch.
We have to roll with the energy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The natural energy. We are creators. I'm a creator. I'm not a follower. I am a creator.
I'm a manifester.
Exactly. I tap into source to bring information forward.
Facts.
We have been for years putting out this information step by step to get to this point.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody that's been with us throughout the years, y'all know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And you've seen people come in and out off of this platform. And it's not that we fell out and we don't like each other. It's just that that's as far as the journey they wanted to go. And I'm okay with that. No shade, no disrespect to them. But we're at this point because we're supposed to be at this point.
Right.
If I was going to stay at the Anunnaki, there are gods. Do you think we would have got to this information? If I would have crowned the Anunnakis as our gods, there's no way in hell we would have gotten to this information.
You would fall into sun worship.
It's not possible. Absolutely. You will be stuck in sun worship. You would just have replaced Jesus / Jesus, Allah, and them with the Anunnaki.
Inky and Linky and Binky.
So Inky, Binky, Linky, them would have become your new gods.
Which is what they want.
Which is what they set up when the potholes in the fences, when the potholes in the fences. We covered all this in the talk that I did. We explained how they did it, how the potholes in the fences, how they messed with the DNA. We've talked about how they've put the harmonic into place. We've also spoke on this on Truth and Compromise what's happening right now with us being in the position we are in this particular part of the cosmos. Maybe Sister on the certain I've spoken more in depth privately, but even on this platform, we've made it very clear that what they're doing is being phased out. You know, we made it very clear how they're doing that here. So I think I don't think there's anywhere where you haven't covered, Sister. Even though there's some stuff that we have covered privately, Sister. That I know for a fact that's not in the public. I have, even with Antoine, with stuff that I've done with even him, that I've shown proof that they you know, we definitely know what they're up to, but it's still going to fail. And
it's going to fail. Yeah. There's no going back. Once you grasp this knowledge, you ain't going back.
You can't lie to yourself.
You cannot. Ain't no way in hell I'm finna lie to myself. I don't give a damn who mad at me, who want to swing on me. Swing on, talk about me like 4, 5 dogs. I don't give a shit.
Don't give a fuck.
Because I'm not going back. That's why I said there is nothing that they can put before you that you cannot decode. Not a goddamn thing.
They're lying to themselves and trying to convince you of it. That's all it is.
That's what they fear.
Yeah, the biggest battle is conscious. We've been saying that, me and you, Sister Run. So the biggest battle right now is the conscious of people. No matter what they do, whether it's poke or whatever it is that they try to pull, that's all what I call mind control program. It's MK Ultra style. It's trauma based. It's keeping that root chakra.
Absolutely, trauma based. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I said it's over. Yeah. This is my shit. I said it's over. The planet herself said it's over. So therefore, motherfucker, it's over.
So no matter what they put in place, what they offer you is always going to be a fake version. Like I keep saying, they offer this fake version of Crescent Global Quiz Reset, whether this whatever it is they're going to offer you. It's like I always said, I've always said with these lot, they're the master imitators. Anything that they offer to you is going to be like with Big Pharma. You've got the plants in the realm, or whatever gives to us naturally could always have like cannabis or whatever we could take naturally from the earth would help people heal and this, that, and the other. But what Big Pharma does is it takes all the natural stuff, then it replicates it and then resells it back to you from what originally it would have come
Absolutely.
from. And it's the same thing that they do. They're master manipulators. So they sell you a dream, but it's a fraud. But
Absolutely.
It's obviously a lie once you're at where we're at. It's obvious no matter what it is that they're going to bring. You sit there and you just laugh. It's laughable.
It's laughable at this point.
Because whatever they offer you. Go ahead, Noah. Go ahead.
Now, I was going to say the biggest lie that they sold everyone is your American dream.
Yes.
Because the only way you're going to get that is if you fucking dreaming.
I know that's right. And it's a fucking nightmare. It ain't even no dream.
Well, when you wake the fuck up, you realize it's a motherfucking nightmare.
Right. And Cece said they need us. We don't need them. You absolutely right.
Yes. They're a parasite.
Yeah, they're parasites.
Parasites.
That's exactly what it is. Absolutely.
Yeah. This is feeding off of our negative energy.
Yeah, exactly. This is why they says to AKV with the pricking the sword. This is why I do the baptism stuff and the realm stuff, the baptism with the water. That's why we went on in the unity system. We were going in on this when I did that other stuff with the baptism stuff, because again, when they're claiming the souls of the feet or the souls, when they're pricking the feet, that's energy. So when they're doing this ritual stuff, this is why I talk about convocation so much. I don't know, that's something I've always done, because when they're trapping the souls here, that's what they're doing. I've got to talk how they do this system. I've not even touched it with the Black Saturn stuff. I've got to talk with the coffin. I've got some imagery that I have that I've not even got in on yet on some of the stuff that I've got, where we're talking about how they trap the souls in the realm. And this is what Noah was showing me that stuff. And again, it's right, because everything they're doing is their parasites. The Duracell battery, that Sophia Stewart shows in the Matrix.
Mhm.
And Morpheus, that's represented the melanin, the copper. When it's got the Duracell battery, the copper, the melanin. When you talk about the trap in the Matrix, that's what they're showing. That's what they're showing. They're showing how they're feeding off the souls in the realm. That's what they're showing in the
Exactly.
Matrix. That's what Sophie Stewart's showing. That's sick. People don't watch the Matrix. She's showing, and that's when Neo. This is why when I break that, I was watching the last of that, the third film, when Neo's fighting. When Oracle says to him, the Smith, he's your opposite. The equation trying to balance itself out. You've got the positive and the negative. That's what they're going in on. So when Neo's fighting him at the end, yeah, and he says he drops some real science in there, and he says to him, he's looking at him and he says, "I've seen this. This is the end. I've seen this." Because remember, he takes Oracle's eyes when he before he goes to fight Neo, and he says, "I've seen this. This is the end. I've seen this." And Neo says to him, "It says to him, I need to quote the quote because it's the most powerful thing." And he says, "Mr. Anderson," and then he says to him, it says something about, it says, "Mr. Anderson, this is the end, Mr. Anderson." And then he says right at the end, he says to him, "What did I thought?" I said, and he says to him, "Neo." He calls him by his real name. It's in, obviously, because I'm referring to the Sisters 2 AKB when I go back on this. And he says, "Neo," and then he says, "No, Smith, legal fiction, Smith, legal fiction." Says, "No, Smith, you're right?" Because he calls him Neo, remember, by his first name. It's all to do with Sisters 2 AKB. If you break it down, you can see it. And then he puts his hand in Neo and he turns him black, because remember, obviously he turns him black, and he obviously he turns him, he turns him, and then obviously the machines can realize what's happened. The equation gets balanced out the hole, right? And then obviously he gets destroyed, right? At the end, he gets destroyed, and then when when Neo's body leaves, when that girl comes back, Sati, when she comes back, and she goes, "I drew this picture for Neo," right? And she draws the like the rainbow. But that's representing ascension, that's high consciousness. If you watch that film, when it gets the way Sophie Stewart brought that down, that sister, I'm telling you, that really goes in on what's happening in this realm. If you can really break that down,
absolutely.
That film when it goes, it kills it. It really kills it. You know, do metaphysics on this film. That film goes in on this whole realm shit. It goes in on it.
Yeah, that's why it was so popular when the first one came out. That's why it was so popular, because our subconscious was telling us, I know this is truth.
Yeah.
But because we've been so doctrined, we didn't understand why, but now we get it. But real quick, DJ ZPE says, also you should know that we have the largest coal reserves in the world, meaning we have the most diamonds. So I'm going to ask the team, what does coals represent?
Black. The Saturn, it's the black, it's the cube. The coal,
right?
Is, it's the black, it's the energy of the realm.
Right, that's symbolically, but from a technical perspective, coals are just the chunks from the trees.
Yeah.
Coals are just the trunks from the trees. What are the diamonds?
Silica, compressed.
It's the roots.
Yeah.
Remember in Avatar, and if y'all ever get in question, go back to Avatar and shout out to Elder Dr. Dilbert Blair. He was the first. Don't let nobody on this internet lie to you.
Exactly.
He was the first to say that Avatar was the story of planet Earth.
Yep.
He was the first to say it.
Yep.
And it makes sense too, because even they show it, they're traveling from a far world. It took them forever to get here. They were in their space.
Yeah. So anybody, all of y'all out there jacking that man's stuff, that came from Dr. Dilbert Blair. He said that years before y'all even mentioned it. And those of you that didn't listen to Dr. Dilbert Blair, you got it from me. Which I told you where I got it from. It was from Dr. Dilbert Blair. And if you look at the movie Avatar, it shows you the ancient trees. Check.
Well, the whole story is about the ancient tree.
Exactly.
That is the main
check.
plot. They're going
it shows you the giants. Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Any unobtainium underneath the root system.
Right. And when they walked on the ground, did not the ground light up?
When it was dark, the whole thing.
Exactly.
And that was the problem. Their technology was actually, their technology did not interact with nature to the point where she had to tell them, take your technology away or nature won't work properly. So technically we're not operating in what nature should be.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not operating in the natural organic nature. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So diamonds are the part of that root system.
Yeah.
So all of that, diamonds, rubies, crystals, all of that are a part of the natural ley line root system.
And remember, diamond is made from cold compress, so it's a transmuted. It's not by itself. It came from the coal, just under pressure. From what they say. From what they say.
Well, what they say, but don't coal burn like wood?
Correct.
No, okay.
I'm
just saying.
But I'm saying put it under pressure now. Like, remember we're talking about this whole pressure story. How was the pressure and all that stuff? We don't really know what happened to make the diamond turn into diamond itself. It cannot. I don't know.
No, the diamonds were already there.
Okay.
I know that's what they tell us.
No, but I'm thinking of the not the gemstones, the quartz.
The quartz crystals.
Yeah, the crystal. I'm thinking more the quartz crystals to be the root system, and the diamonds is the effect of the war. Because you said the sand is the crystalline from the.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I can get with that.
Right. So the
I'm
sand
with
is
you.
the usual trees that cut down.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, nephew.
Pressure made the diamonds, so we can see the diamonds on the rock. But the coal was already there, right?
I'm with you. You got it right. They don't, because that ain't. They don't describe it like you described it. You're correct.
Thanks, Auntie.
Sis Taneri said, "Why is the Ukraine war so important?" What's your take on that, Brother Odell?
Woo. Depends on where you want to come from, because my thing about the any of these wars, obviously Putin. People don't realize what Putin, as we already covered on here, we've been on here. We know that these leaders are all parts of what's called the secret societies, Knights of Malta, Knights of St. John of Jerusalem,
right? Which
all puts Knights of Malta comes under the Psalm, which is basically an order. They work with the Jesuits of Rome. So all of these wars we put before you are all it's all fake. It's all fake. The wars are all fake. So the Ukraine issue, if you look at the thing about the Ukraine, it's them just putting another version of coronavirus in. It's not just trauma-based programming. It's not. It's the people got so sick of Rona. Yeah, they got so sick of Rona. They have to put a new trauma-based program.
Yeah, a new trauma-based
program. All these these leaders are all fake. So that's the thing about anything that they're doing. Nothing happens by chance. It happens with purpose.
Exactly.
The Ukraine. That's why they're demonizing Putin. But I've shown pictures of Putin with Bush and
hugged all up.
They're all in the clubs and all huddled all up. We already exposed that, so we know that these leaders, anything they'll put before you, even Nelson Mandela's and that about. We'll cover that secret society stuff at some point. I've got it. We just haven't done it yet. But I agree.
All of them.
All the leaders, all of these leaders sell their souls as part of the secret society, so to get to where they are. So that means that none of these wars are real. None of them.
This the point she's making. This war is about lithium.
Yeah, okay. That I wouldn't disagree with that.
We get you on that.
Resources. I'll say resources as a whole.
That's still energy of the realm, though. It's
still energy of the realm. Yeah, we with you on that, sis Mary. We can't even argue with you on that, sis.
I agree with that. Control of the realm.
Yeah, I'm not even fencing. We're not even fencing to sit up here and argue with you on that about lithium. Yeah, we can see that.
And Auntie, you guys are making us into like a lithium drug addict, because we don't. They're making these cars saying we need lithium, and then they're making gas ridiculously expensive, basically saying it's time for you to switch
Yeah,
over.
because they're trying to force you to switch over to the electric cars.
Yeah, but why are they doing that though? Because why you see, in an ideal situation, you'd never use lithium batteries because it's not the best way to do it. Alkaline's still better. Alkaline was still far more effective.
Lithium is uncontrollable. It explodes on its own. It's like
exactly.
the worst thing.
Yeah, it's not a good technology to even use. At this point, it's a joke.
Yeah, and from technology standpoint, this is a joke what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a joke, and it's very much so insulting, and it's not green.
Yeah, exactly. You use lithium, you use alkaline if you're going to use anything for batteries. Why are they using lithium batteries? Because again, it's to do with the energy of the realm, because that works with the black sun.
Exactly.
That's why they're choosing lithium.
Exactly.
You use alkaline.
No,
you wouldn't use lithium.
Brother Odell, what I want to get at is that we don't need batteries.
No, we don't. I agree with you.
We have the technology to tap into Mama Nature on our own frequency.
Exactly.
I agree.
Directly off a source. So the fact that they're giving us the batteries is them giving you another gas tank to put into your car, because you can literally put an antenna out on your car and tap into nature. They were doing that before the realm drop. Before we got the reset.
That's how we're doing that. Yes, I agree.
Exactly. We agree.
1 month flood, the whole. Yeah.
But
from an energetic perspective, they're saying that they're using lithium. But if you're going to use anything, it's more effective in terms of, like you say, because you said lithium is quite dangerous. I agree with you. Using alkaline batteries would be far more safer than using lithium. So why they're choosing to use lithium, that's to do with the realm. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. Because you wouldn't use lithium as batteries. No. If you're going to use batteries for a proper perspective, you use alkaline, you use lithium. Because like I say, why use lithium with it being so dangerous? That was what I was agreeing with. You wouldn't use lithium, would you? You use alkaline, you wouldn't need to use lithium.
No, man, Brother Odell, what I'm getting at is that they don't need to use batteries at all.
No, he's agreeing with you. He's agreeing with you.
No. I just wanted to say, like, the batteries is another crutch. No matter what, I'm trying to say, no matter what the makeup of it is, no matter the
exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I still agree with you, but
exactly.
It's worse to use lithium, but why did they choose lithium? Why did they choose lithium? Because it's more dangerous. Because it's linked to the black.
It's tied to that regular ass black sun.
That's what I'm going to get into. Because that's important.
Sister Neri,
that's the energy of the realm. I'm sorry. So go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Sister Neri, she on her PhD program tonight also. She said it's like the so-called vibranium from the so-called land Wakanda. Yes, sus.
Go back, even Avatar. It's the same element.
It's the same thing. I forgot what it was called in Avatar. Let me go on and give her explosion.
No, it was vibranium and unobtainium. Those are the two. Yeah. Vibranium and unobtainium.
So the unobtainium, that's the name of the one in Avatar. Child, they make me want to scratch. They always trying to be nickel ass slick.
No, but it's pushing it right in your face.
It is right in your face.
You gotta get that shit.
So great catch, Sister Neri, and Sister Latifah said, right, it's a reset. Absolutely, with the switching from the gas to the lithium. But we right on y'all with y'all motherfucking bullshit.
Because we were tapped in before, then they switched it on to
we ain't consenting to none of it.
Fossil fuels. They're even lying to the babies, telling us it came from dinosaurs.
Exactly, with they lying asses.
Fossil fucking.
So again, just to recap, for those that may not understand what the hell we talking about, those electric cars are not green.
No,
it's not clean green energy. They are still digging into the earth, extracting toxins to make that lithium battery. It is not green.
And that battery can explode at any time.
At any time.
Yes.
You can't put a fire. You can't put it out. It has to just burn out. There's no fire extinguisher to put that out.
And to top it off, it's still low-level technology.
Yeah, it's primitive technology.
That part. It's not clean.
No.
Clean energy works off the natural ley lines of the planet and the atmosphere.
Yeah, you tap into Mama's frequency and she gives you everything you need.
Yep.
All right, y'all. I think we didn't gave them enough class tonight. That's too much. I know that's too much. So, Brother Odell, you got any last words for the family?
All of that, is that from last week's docs, I forgot to send them, but I have emailed you today.
Okay, I'll get it out to the fam. No worries.
Because I know Ricardo asked for them, but I'm sure I've emailed you today, so I've definitely done that.
Okay.
I just said the fact that we've gone on something completely relevant to what we've been talking about with this realm stuff. I'm glad we've got onto some of that because it's been quite handy that we've exposed more of what's going on in this realm. And that's what we have to do, because right now that's what's this energy shift. Obviously, we spoke privately about the system. I saw some stuff that I know is definitely going in public. We're definitely fixing up to be part of something that's very unique at this particular time in the cosmos, and it's a great time to be here while we're watching this whole thing being pulled to pieces. We're going to see this whole thing implode, and what becomes of it once we leave on the other side. Well, we're going to be here, be able to make that transition, and those that can't, well, this is going to be fascinating. Because you see many people that X in the realm right now. We saw KS pass recently, even though I think that was a ritual, of course. But
yeah, it was a ritual. It definitely was.
Yeah, with that woman. But we'll leave that for now. But lots of people are exiting the stage right now. So it's interesting. Some people are being taken off the stage right now, exiting the stage. And that's not by chance. It's with purpose. So we're the ones that are here that are putting in that real work. So it's going to be great to be here when we see all this. See how this implode itself, and we're going to watch the chaos ensue. But let's hold on to us. Let's hold on to the seats, baby. Let's hold on to the seats and watch the fire as it opens up.
Indeed. Thank you, Brother Odell. Let me give you your hand claps. We truly appreciate you. So if time permits next week, he'll come back in, do the drop that we was gonna do tonight. But y'all know how we move with the energy up in here. Let me put this video for y'all, fam. So thank you, brother. Nephew, New, while you have any last words for the fam? And fam, I'm finna post this vid again. I'm gonna pin it to the top.
Link. So you guys can go back and watch that. I don't have, let's say, the source of that. I've been seeing that video around for a minute. I'm glad that we were able to express it today, because I thought it was just bullshit for a minute. But then once Auntie brought in the realm stuff, and we brought in the stuff from broader vibes of Cosmos, shit just made too much sense. And I'm like,
it makes too much sense. Vibes, is that you?
Right.
Vibes, drop, blink, wink, something, put a symbol.
You know what I mean?
You up in that video breaking it down, because child, you're the only one I know that broke it down like that.
Yeah. But it shows how their control, their whatever they were doing, their hokey pokey is not working anymore. And like, from a child, I've been told I was wrong. I've been told the way I look at things is off.
We all have.
Randomly, why you have random conversations like that? I'm like, why are you so simple-minded? And I started to realize that those individuals were intentionally put in my sphere to keep me locked down. Because when I started calling them out, they got really sentimental. Like, oh, we've been friends forever. I'm like, no, bitch, but you've done me wrong. Like,
exactly. Gonna tell me I'm motherfucking crazy just because you dumb. I'm crazy because you dumb. It don't work that way. Agreed. So let me give you your hand clap, because you brought that. And so again, when you hear MFs out here talking about, oh, the atmosphere is controlled, and they got that from my nephew, goddamn it. So y'all don't be jacking his stuff without giving him credit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't coming up with this stuff. I'm seeing y'all jack Brother Odell stuff.
Just want y'all to rap by your fucking self. Fuck.
And we want the information to get out. Don't get us wrong, we do.
Yeah.
But it gets frustrating, because not only are you giving credit, because see, you don't want to give credit, because then your followers gonna come over here and be like, motherfucker, you didn't jack, your whole swag is from this channel.
Right.
We know why you do what you do.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's on you, because you're a follower, you're not a leader.
That's all right.
So I'm just going, because y'all pissed me off from jacking these people's book. That shit pissed me off. Because you've been doing it to me for years.
Yeah, I mean, we've been watching it. So
shit, but you're stealing asses. All right, nephew. So you broke that down.
And like I said, just shout out to the fam, because like I said, this is not on me. I'm doing this for the fam, because like I said, I could have kept this shit to myself, but I feel it's necessary that we take the time to break the stuff down so that the children don't have to live through this shit no more.
Exactly.
If I was able to break if my father had this information to break this down, life would have been so much better. But what I've realized, the elders, they made sacrifices so that they would have, let's say, a better life. They wouldn't have the stress of the system on their case. I'm the opposite. I want all that smoke. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your name is. You're not going to lie to the children anymore.
Exactly.
And I think that's what's important, is that we need to tell the truth so that the babies don't grow up in this bullshit, because that's what's maintaining their facade. It's Christmas time. Oh, it's Easter time. Oh, we got to do this. We got to do that because they wrote it down on the date. No, tap in, do what we're supposed to do with mama, and everything else will be in place. We'll be where we're supposed to be. We'll have the conversation we're supposed to have, and we'll tap in. So with that, give thanks. Yeah,
nephew. Let me give you your salute again, because you showed up and showed out tonight. Excellent work.
Agreed.
Excellent work.
Reflection, I love you.
Okay, Sis Sandra, now we need you to get up off that medication. Because I'm gonna get that switch to them legs again next week. That was funny as hell though, because we went over that shit like 5 times. I was like, now what's the answer? Such and so. God damn it. Say it again. Say it again. What? You got any last words for the family?
I became a clear cushion on Tuesday, so it went to my brain. I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right. So, all right. I guess although I still got your legs this week. You got any last words for the family?
No, I haven't spoken too much. I think I'm already past my, pain threshold right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I haven't even heard the dog tonight. So
I left him outside.
Okay, I know. He like, what the hell? I know it's Thursday, and I want to contribute to the conversation, and he could have gave you the answer. And you'd have left him on outside.
Your phone a friend. You left him outside.
Right. Let's give Sis Sandra her hand clap.
Good night, Auntie.
So thank you, Sis Sandra. We hope you feel better, beloved.
I had to come and tell you about the symbols that young man had.
No, you brought it in there. If you said X22, and shout out to X22, I'm gonna have to go back and see why I'm not getting your videos. If you saw that Black Sun X22, great catch, beloved. Great. Yeah. And Sis, great catch on the 10. I know I was getting your legs with the switch on the meaning of the 10, but that's a great catch that you caught that was a 10 and it meant something.
I'm so glad that people came with their answers too and knew why. Thank you so much. But I just had to come out of that medicine and just talk about that incident so our people won't emote about it and get all crazy and frenzied, because that's what they want.
Yeah.
Right. And when they put the symbols in there, fam, they're putting the symbols in that for their secret society partners to know that's a psyops.
Right.
Yeah,
that's why they're doing it. Literally, I could even sit back with even content creators, and I'll see them throw up the secret society. I'll see them throw up the hand symbols. I'm like, oh, okay, I see you on the payroll too.
Even a senator said it was a false flag. And they got mad at her, and somebody else was losing their job security or something for saying it. They don't want them to say it out loud.
Yeah, they needed to run a little while.
And if that senator said that means that they're trying to cover their tracks and not have karma come back on them and put it out there. They had that senator put it out there because they knew most people ain't gonna believe it no way. But I done took and told y'all, just because you put the truth out there, that don't exclude you from karma, because ain't nobody told you to put the fucking lie out there in the first place. So don't think that you're finna out slick Earth. You ain't finna out slick it. You still finna get that work. So that's all they be doing. I'm gonna do my dirt, but then I'm gonna tell you the truth of me doing my dirt, but it ain't my problem that you don't believe me. No, you still gonna get that work. You ain't escaping that. I heard that, Sis Neri. I don't know why I can't bring my comments up no more. Karma skips you and hits your seed. Exactly. But you gonna get that motherfucking work. Ain't nobody playing with you. We know exactly what you're doing. We know how you're doing it. You ain't getting shit on us, baby.
This is gonna get out there, I'm sure. They gonna know about this one tonight, what you guys talked about.
Yeah, shit, you already know. As y'all don't understand the behind the scenes fuckery that I be having. I already know that they know. And they know that I know that they know, and it don't fucking matter. I said what I said. I said what the fuck I said. And let me be clear. Shit. All right. So with that said, fam, Nisi Poo. Oh, here go Nisi Poo's last words, because she dropped off by mistake. The truth journey gets lonely sometimes. My daughter is the only one in my family interested in the information we all talk about. I am so thankful for her, and y'all, we ain't crazy. Oh, Nisi.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're thankful to you too, and to Princess Asia. Oh my God, she's so sharp.
But I want to say this to Reflection. Reflection, we are crazy, because in a crazy world where everyone's normal, we have to be crazy.
You do.
So we are crazy. They're
and
normal.
I'm okay with that. I tell y'all that all the time. The crazy lady with the scarf. I'll be that all day long. And like Sis Mary said, I'll be a nerd. Yep, I'll be all that, goddammit.
I'll be a nerd, geek.
Be with whatever the fuck you want to be. But I tell you what, I run circles around your ass.
And I ain't your fucking dusty ass either.
And you can't get up early enough to fool me, goddammit. You better lay down and rethink that shit. So with that said, yes, it's very lonely, but it's necessary. And that's why when I talk about you have to be willing to stand on your own, that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
You have to be comfortable with self and love self. Because there's some heavy shit.
You got to be able to stand in truth and not wary. Like, you
exactly.
The freaking law. The truth is the truth, motherfucker.
Right. The truth is what it is.
Yeah.
And it don't give a damn whether not anybody accepting it, what gang you affiliated with. Truth don't give a fuck about none of that.
Money you got, with your dick, none of that.
So love yourself first. That's why we keep telling you it starts with self.
You love your flaws, because they're not really flaws to begin with.
Okay. So we'll be back next week. I'm going to put out a podcast, probably 2 within the next couple days. It's been a tripped out week, so I didn't get to do it earlier this week. So we'll be back, fam. So again, I want to thank Brother Odell. Thank you, brother, so much. I know you're getting ready to start your day, so we appreciate you.
I am in about half an hour.
Okay, I know you're gonna start your day, so we appreciate you. We love and respect you. Thanks so much. Thank you to the YouTube channel Straight Up. Shout out to you, brother. Straight Up, y'all go over there and subscribe, because Straight Up is telling the truth. I respect that. That man, you know what I'm saying? He don't have no motive but the truth. So shout out to Straight Up. Shout out to our brother Vibes of Cosmos. You know we love you, brother. Shout out to brother G. You know I never get your name right. The G-O-D. How y'all spell the rest of him? G-O-D, whatever the case may be. Shout out to you, brother. And shout out to dude in that video that was breaking that down.
Vibes of Cosmos.
Yeah, the Vibes, is that you? Blink, do something. Give us a hint in that video. Because that's only the second person that I've ever seen break that down the way he broke it down. Right. But anyhow, if that ain't Vibes, shout out to whoever that was in that video that was breaking that down. We appreciate you as well. And so, shout out to nephew Nuwa, came in with that fire tonight. Truly, truly appreciate you. Shout out to Sis Sandra with the decoding on the psyops, on the Buffalo stuff. Son Scotty, I didn't give you your last words. What last words you got for the family?
Oh, I ain't even really have no last words. I'm just so like tonight was just so unexpected, and like the way that we cover every angle of this. So like the puzzle is being put together. You can't say that like, oh, well, this part ain't make sense. Like everything, like no matter what fucking distraction or fucking encoding they want to do, like we done broke it down, fucking pulled the veil down, like figured this shit out, broke it down. So like, I'm just very proud of everyone and what they contribute to this, because like it take a lot of energy to, first of all, recognize this shit. And like I was saying, to be able to put it into words and like break it down. Cause like our minds is probably just like, oh yeah, I got it. I understand. I see what's going on. But to be able to like take that in and then like put it back out so that people can be like, oh, okay, that's why they doing that. And that's how that put together. And all right, they begin to have that illusion fall away from their eyes. So, thank you to everybody on the panel tonight for, just bringing that fire, and just like, it just be blowing my mind when you think you can't uncover something else, and then just the sources. That's another thing. To back this up, it ain't just like pulling this out of our asses, just like, oh yeah, the sun is fake, and these people are responsible for doing this, and there's contracts on your soul, and this is all about energy. So like, we can't lay it out more plain and simple. And I'm just really glad that there's a source for, this type of information, and it being like, everybody has something to give, and
absolutely.
Like, so no demographic is left out, so yeah. I can't wait to come back next week. I'm sure everybody gonna have something to bring, especially Brother Odell.
Right. We never know where it's gonna go. This like the second week in a row. We like, yeah, we gonna get to that. It is what it is, y'all. So let me give my son his hand claps. And shout out to the chat. Like I told y'all, at a minimum, we got grad school. We got graduate students up in here. That's at minimum, okay? So shout out to the chat, DJ ZPE. I hope this not your first and last time, because baby, you was bringing it. Sis Mary was on her PhD shit tonight. Now, sauce, I know you on that genealogy, because she a bad motherfucker on that genealogy. Go check her out. I'm not sure if you're still running the genealogy over on BCU University. They do it every Wednesday. You can be a part of the genealogy for free. I know Sis Neri was a part of that. She's part of the BCU family. I didn't know you was a true nerd like us, sis. You on that PhD shit. So shout out to sis Neri. Shout out to Deep H2O. I see you in the house. Sis Kels was on her nerd shit too. Sis Kel be over at BCU too. I see us a lot of. Why y'all don't be telling me y'all the nerds from BCU? Shit, we be in there cutting up, and you motherfuckers nerds like me. Y'all better stand up and get your nerd on. So it's good to see you, Sis Kels. You was on your PhD tonight. So a lot of y'all in the chat. I couldn't catch it all. Copper colored. Sis, you was on your higher learning stuff tonight also. So shout out to the YouTube family chat, and shout out to the YouTube family that was listening to us as well. So we will be back, fam. Yeah, we low-key BCU nerds. That's why we be chopping motherfuckers up. Like, who the fuck you think you playing with? It hurts us when dumb people be trying to say we dumb.
Right.
See, that's what be making the gangster in me come out, and I'm not gangster, but that be making me want to whoop your ass. Cause I know you dumb as fuck. Yeah. But you gonna try. Who you calling dumb? You can't be looking at me talking about I'm dumb, motherfucker.
How many resources do you want?
Cause the level I got to stoop down to hear that bullshit spewing out of your mouth is straight up an insult.
Right.
And it just be killing me because, and especially the men, because you see, I surround myself with smart men. I don't fuck with a dumb man.
The boys. Never
have, never will. If you're not intelligent, I ain't got shit. We ain't got shit to talk about. I don't care how fine you look, none of that. I don't fuck with dumb men.
Intelligence.
I surround myself with intelligent men. So it's always some dumb motherfucking man calling himself gonna outlearn me. And that's when I tear your ass out the A-frame every time. No, nigga, you can't talk to me about the Anunnaki, Inky, Binky, Linky, and them, nigga, you don't know how to break the shit down properly, none of that. Bitch, re-come again. No, nigga, you can't talk to me about no motherfucking package or paperwork. I only know 3 men that can break that shit down and be on the level that I know it at. And nigga, you ain't one of them. And one of them is sitting here with me tonight. So go sit your dumb ass down. Don't come at me being disrespectful, because I'm going to hurt your feelings. And I'm not even going to cuss you out like I'm cussing you out now. I'm going to embarrass you with that work, because you're going to get this work. It's insulting. No, don't come to me on no motherfucking history. I'm going to hurt your feelings on that too. So go on and sit your ass down somewhere. So yeah, that part. We hang with smart people.
Nerds.
Shit, fuck out of here. So anyhow, with that said, we'll be back next week, fam. Wait, Sis Neri says she'll cuss you out. Child, only reason I cuss them out when you start getting ignorant, then I'm gonna cuss your ass out. But other than that, I'm just gonna embarrass you intellectually. And I'm gonna sit there and say, I wait when you're getting cute. And everybody I say I wait to, and I say, okay, come back to me. And when you get the answer, ain't not near one of them motherfuckers came back to me yet. Yeah, that's what I thought. That part. Yeah. So with that said, fam, we are going to rock out. So we love you all very much, fam. Remember, you're all that you need. You have everything within you. Love yourself. take care of yourself, put yourself first, get yourself whole and strong so you can be that beacon for your family. And you will gravitate towards like-minded people. You don't need a lot. You don't need a gang of motherfuckers to get done what you need to get done. You are a creator. You can make it happen.
Manifestation.
So we love you all, fam, very much. We will be back next week. So we're gonna rock out. So love you all. Peace and love, fam.
We love you.